All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Welcome back. We are doing Ace Combat again today. And Ace Combat 4, very good game. But so far, the hard mode has not been all that hard. And I know that it's probably because there are 2 difficulties above it. So some of that difficulty, some of that challenge has probably been reserved for the higher tiers. But hard mode really doesn't feel bad at all, for the most part. You know, I have done my classic flying into the occasional cliff and stuff like that, but, you know, in terms of, like, getting shot down, it hasn't really been bad. But that song was... Hold on, what is it called? Vision from old school RuneScape. It's all RuneScape music that I use at this point for like stream start screens, because it's great, because it works. It's just good like background music where it can kind of just be there. No one is going to mind the presence of RuneScape music. You know, no one's gonna care about it. Everyone's just gonna sit there and enjoy the nice tones and melodies of old school. Mission 16. We're that close? I got to mission 16? I mean, it's been a week. But, like, I thought I was maybe at the 2/3 of the way point. But we're in, like, the last handful of missions. Aren't there 18 missions? I think. The guy who beat AC0's final dogfight on Ace in an A10. Some people are just built for it, simply. How's the volume? The volume's fine. It's just loud in my headphones, but it's mixed fine on stream, it looks like. Unless it's not, then tell me. But looking at the audio mixer, it seems fine. Shit, my thumb needs to pop and it will not do it. Any plan to include Project Wingman? It's a maybe right now. Like, okay, it's more... Right now, it's like a 60% chance. I'm considering doing a bonus for it, like, at the very end. Because, I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. And if you didn't tell me what it was before I had seen it the first time, I would have just thought it was an Ace Combat game. Like, it seems... I mean, I know the story behind it as well. Like, it just... From what I've seen of it, which is very little, but some, it just looks like Ace Combat. It looks like it's about the same. In a good way. In a good way. But anyway, I did not read any names out, so hold on. Hello, Dreammaster, Waffle, Oniket, Gustavo, Dax, Hyperdimension Bliss. Hello. It's Ace Combat made by Ace Combat fans. That sounds about right. Hello, Raiden. Very much in a good way. Yeah, it did, like, if I wasn't informed on what I was seeing at the time, I would have just thought it was... I maybe would have assumed it was just like Ace Combat 7. Like, if you had just shown me the game and been like, what is this? I might have just been like, the newest Ace Combat game, right? It's gotta be what this is. I forget that I'm slowly doing my full collection of planes. So I have, like, a lot. I haven't sold any. I'm kind of broke. I'm not going to sell any. I'm gonna slowly work my way up. I'm determined. I've come this far. But I'm not gonna have the good shit for like the very last mission. So maybe the intentional handicap I've given myself will help out a bit. I might actually want the 117. Hold on. Let me see that briefing again. How much is there? I skipped it. I skipped the whole thing. I know how these menus work, I swear.
Risky corridors and narrow
you have to do Demon X Machina, which is kind of a fan-made AC. No, it's different. It's different. 13 ground targets to 130, or sorry, 13 air targets to 113 ground targets. Do I even need like a multi-roll at that point? Like, sure, there's air targets, but I might want it. I might just want... Screw it. I don't see any other situation where I'm gonna fly this thing again. So I'm just gonna fly it. I'm just gonna do it. Do Zone of Enders 2, it's totally Metal Gear Solid canon. I believe you. Definitely canon to Metal Gear. Oh, speaking of Metal Gear, the Metal Gear 2 video has been one of the weirdest performing videos I've ever had on my channel. But aside from all the wonkiness, as of this morning, it is officially now the best performing video of the Metal Gear series. So it seems like the ball might really be rolling on that one. Finally. But to be fair, I've kind of neglected the Metal Gear series a little bit. I focused in a bit much on the Ace Combat stuff for a minute. A little too much, but it's fine. Trudging along with the Virgil campaign, it's such a slog. Yeah, so the issue with Virgil in every Devil May Cry game is he's fun to play as, but because it's not like a unique campaign to him, you're always kind of just like, it feels like you're doing the same thing again, even though you are Virgil. And being Virgil is a good time. It's always kind of like, man, I wish that Virgil got to do his own thing. Which once upon a time he did. But most Devil May Cry fans just like to act like that didn't happen. That one time that he did. I'm starting to think you're doing this on purpose. On literally the only day of the week I have something going on. I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear. I swear. It's just, you know, Friday, and I was like, it's time to fly. Had his own campaign in 5. Virgil deserves his own campaign, but he's never gotten one outside of, you know, I could sit here and dance around it all day, but the reboot actually, the Virgil DLC in the reboot gave him like a full proper campaign. That was the one time that they gave Virgil a proper like expansion level addition. El Donte? Yes, El Donte. I might download the El Donte mod for when I stream the reboot eventually. I'm still a ways from doing it. Oops. Here, I'm turning down my my game volume, my headphone volume. I realized yesterday when I was going back and looking at, whoa, sorry. That was just a weird, like, I lost control for a second moment. I realized yesterday when I was looking back at some clips and stuff that now that I have this new arm and my mic is a lot closer, I don't need to be so loud. Like, I heard it and I was like, oh man, I could probably quiet down a good bit. Because I mean, I'm loud when I speak. You know, my voice, I get excited, I get a little loud, my voice carries, all that.
Mobius 1, box 2. Hard enemy radar spike. Take
The DLC was I Hate Dante, the end. Yep.
enemy facility destroyed.
Exactly. But it was nice at least to have like enemy encounters that were made specifically for his kit. And just like levels that weren't retreading the normal campaign. You know, like even if the story wasn't good in what was it called? Is it like Virgil's Downfall? Was it called Virgil's Downfall? I don't remember what his DLC was called in the reboot. I've never played it. Fully, that is. I've never completed it. I started it. But at that point, I had played enough reboot for a while. Because, you know, like the other games are there. Finished DMC 5 yesterday. I don't know why, but I feel I didn't enjoy it much. Was it your first DMC game, or was it just you were late to the party on 5? Because for me, 5 is my favorite, but it's definitely because I'm the DMC player who I'm like, sure, story is cool. I won't complain if the story's good, like in 3. You know, like atmosphere is cool. Like DMC 1 has a really cool vibe to it. But really, I'm more than most games with DMC, I'm just there purely for the gameplay. So it's really just like, yeah, 5 has the best like core gameplay and sandbox, so 5 is for me. That's my DMC game. Love the soundtrack on DMC. I think DMC, the reboot, right? I think it actually has one of the stronger soundtracks, which I know is like heresy. But, you know, a lot of the old DMC games have like 1 or 2 tracks that you go back to. I feel like the reboot has a bunch though, at least for me. I always felt like the reboot had more songs that I go back to than like DMC 1, DMC 2 sort of thing. DMC 4. DMC 4's soundtrack wasn't amazing either. I feel like Dante arrives too late. Every mission without him felt like a chore. So is this, because I had this the first time I played 5. I think especially if it is what happened with me the first time I played it, which it sounds like it is. I think on a replay, you'll enjoy the game a lot more than your first run. I mean, I feel like generally DMC, that's kind of a thing, right? But I always just wanted to play as Dante. Like, I didn't think Nero was unfun or anything. And I kind of liked what V was doing. I didn't love it, but I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, V isn't terrible. But I just wanted to play as Dante, and it literally you have to get halfway through to even get access to him the first time, right? So my first run, I was like, Jesus Christ, I barely got to play as Dante. On reruns, I mean, obviously, A, like mission select, and B, I just knew what I was getting into. I did not mean to pause like that. Like, once you're expecting it, as weird as it might sound, it's not as much of a problem. Allowing you to play Dante from mission 1 is better. Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, they did the Dante halfway through thing in 4 as well. I don't know if you played 4. But they did the exact same thing with that game, where they introduced Nero for the first time. And it's not even like it flips around between them. But it is just literally the first half of the game, you'll play Nero, and at the halfway point, it'll flip to Dante, and then like the last mission, I think it is, you go back to Nero, pretty much just for like the final boss, if I remember right. It's been a while since I played 4 though. Okay, this guy, I'm starting to remember why I normally don't use the 117. Oh, hold on. Someone asked me earlier. I was like, oh, I'll answer that in a second, and then I didn't. It was something about what plane I prefer. I think one of them was F-22. I don't remember. It was F something, and then I didn't finish reading the question because I was like, I'll get back to this in a second. And then I started ranting. You know, I think this guy might just be too quick for me. I don't know if I can circle him like this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Don't worry, I got this. Oh my god. All right, I'm out. Ground targets it is. Screw this guy. He's just gonna sit here and shoot at me for a bit. F-22 or Su-37? On my first playthrough, I think I went... Wait, I can't lock onto it? What? Oh, I'm out of missiles. I had no idea I was out of missiles. I was like, where's my lock on? The hell? Give me a second. Try not to mess this up. I think I ended up using the F-22 more. But... I think in 5, I was way more of an Su-30, or sorry, not 30. Was it the 47 in 5, or was it 37? I mean, I think the game had both, but I don't remember which one it was that I used more, because I do think the game had both of them. Which one is the Burkett? Is it the 37 or the 47? I can never keep it straight. F-22 is iconic for Mobius 1, absolutely. I mean, it's, you know, it's on the cover. I feel like just because of that, at least for me, it was like, oh yeah, this is the Mobius 1 plane. Okay, the 47 is the Burkett. In 5, I was strongly, like, dedicated to the 47 by the end. But here, I do remember, or at least I think, unless I'm mistaken, I did the final mission with, or like the final couple missions, I think, with the 37. That's right, I do have a stealth plane. I never have a stealth plane. I forget that I can just, you know, disappear.
Done, Mobius 1.
And that's a thing.
For your next sortie.
I'm not used to actually being able to do that. I do like just the fact that I'm using it.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for
I do not think I will ever use the 117 again. That's why I wanted to go out of my way for it in the first place. Especially now using it and the tornado just being impossible for me to dogfight with unless I get lucky and they like slip up for a moment.
Check your
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use this thing again.
Don't let the enemy spook you.
when you press the stick up or down, there's a little tilt to the opposite direction, like down and then up. Yeah, this game has it.
Landing confirmed at vector 320.
I think that's just how the physics of it work. Like on a plane, right? Because if you pull up, the wind is gonna kinda, or sorry, if you pull back on the stick. I'm not an aviation guy, but I think that this is just like how the physics would actually handle, if I'm not mistaken. The plane turns, then the momentum follows. Yeah, I think that like the turn along with the wind kind of make it do that tiny dip for a second before it actually like pulls up properly. I never necessarily noticed it until just now. You said that and I was like, does it do that? It does. Yeah, see, this is what this plane is meant to do. Literally just do the circles, shoot the tanks, drop the bombs once there's a couple of them grouped up. Oh, A-10s? I think I could take an A-10. I thought that first one would hit. The second one was just kind of a shot in the dark, but the first one, I'm a little upset. Take those. Got buried in the DMC discussion, but what do I think of visual novels? Hear me out. I can't read. Not literally I can't read, but I always struggle to actually sit down and read. Even like, you know, visual novels, comics, whatever. I think the too many years of gamer have burned my attention span to actually read. I do, in air quotes, read, but I'll read like, or sorry, I'll listen to an audiobook like while I work on stuff or whatever. Like, I recently did a book club with some YouTube friends, and we all read Atomic Habits. That was my most recent audiobook. Really good book. I don't know why people don't talk about that book. Everyone's always like, oh, you need to read like How to Win Friends. I read How to Win Friends. It's fine. It's got good stuff, but it's probably all stuff you've already heard before. It's really nothing revolutionary if you read it now. Atomic Habits, like, actually felt fresh. It felt like I learned stuff reading that book. That was a good one. A burnt Dorito, because this is a high-end stealth fighter, question mark? If this is the high end, then yikes. But to be honest, I just saw it in my hangar and I knew that I would never use it if I didn't use it now, so I went for it. But hello, Tass. F-22s? There's no way that I can fight an F-22 in this thing. Hold on, he's giving me a shot. Oh no, he's not. Son of a bitch. No, no. Come on, I got this. Maybe I can take an F-22 in this thing. I absolutely can. I'm Mobius 1. It's more of a bomber, stealth bomber. It's a lot better suited as a bomber. That's for sure. It doesn't do the dogfighting very well. Oh, I just wanted that shot. I was waiting for the missile to load in, but it was really stupid of me. I'm not gonna get a good rank on this level. I'm not. It's because I brought this thing.
Missile shot trashed.
Oh. Final Fantasy VII's on sale. It's gonna be a while still until I get to, well, I don't know how long it'll be until I get to Final Fantasy in general, I guess. But even then, like when I do, with how many Final Fantasy games there are, it'll take me months, even after starting, to get to the remake of 7. So I can wait for it to get even cheaper in the future, you know, future sales. It's all about evaluating. You know, I saw Ace Combat 7 drop to like $10. I bought it. But with like Final Fantasy 7, it's gonna be long enough that I wait. I take a better opportunity. Are long too, I know. Someday I'll manage to get to it. My biggest fear right now for reviews is games like Metal Gear Solid 4. Trying to do the Metal Gear plots any sort of justice in my video style was already kind of rough. Like Metal Gear 2, I just had to settle for writing like a 7 or 8 minute story section of the video, I think it was, to go over it all. And even then it was like super brief and cut down, right? I know that like Metal Gear Solid 4, from what I've heard, is pretty much just like 20 hours of cutscenes. So I'm more afraid of those videos right now than Final Fantasy.
My plane's hanging in there. I think I'll make it back.
Doing every Final Fantasy is a little dumb. Doing, I like doing all doing all the Armored Core games was kind of dumb. To be fair, doing all the Metal Gear games, like including spin-offs and non-canon ones and stuff like that now, is kind of dumb. We're in the business of kind of dumb. I uploaded an Ace Combat Advance review on Christmas Day, all right? For Christmas, I got everyone an Ace Combat Advance review this year, all right? We're in the business of kind of dumb. That's what we do around here. Headquarters. Goodbye. I was like, there's no way I crash. In the last, you can't see the timer because of my camera. There's 40 seconds left in this mission. And it's like a 20-minute mission. That would have been awful if I just nosedived into the ground. Nose dove? Nose dove, sure. Into the ground right there. That would have been very painful.
Mobius 1, Box 2.
That's gotta hit something.
Artillery destroyed.
Oh, it hit both.
Enemy
Sweet.
facility destroyed.
Cool. I got 6 seconds.
SAM destroyed. Allied missiles.
No S rank. I thought maybe I could squeeze it out if I was lucky. Oh, I'm at 0 missiles.
The enemy is in retreat. Our troops
Fired
are
off my
advancing.
very last one right at the last
Mission
second.
complete. All aircraft RTB.
If you're doing a review series and a game of the franchise is being sold for $10, you just buy it. Yeah. It was like, I saw Ace Combat 7 go on sale for Christmas, and I was like, that's cheap right now. I would rather buy it now than in like 2 months. Who even knows when? Do all Final Fantasy games? I think, from what I understand, as someone who has not played Final Fantasy, but who has friends who are big Final Fantasy fans, I believe that like all of the numbered Final Fantasy games are pretty much in their own like a continuity. They might all be like, they might share a universe, but they're all so separate from one another at the very least that they don't like affect one another. I think. I don't know. Maybe there's like overarching lore between them, but I have no idea.
Bring it under control to end this war once and for all. Our troops will enter via the Silver Bridge to the southeast and the Flooded City to the south. You must attack all enemy forces and support our troops. Enemy tank forces are also closing in from the north.
How many Final Fantasy games are there?
Johnson Memorial Bridge to stop them from joining forces from the enemy GHQ. We know that Megalith is being developed as we speak. The enemy must be prevented from using it as their last-ditch effort.
Okay, they have like separate release timelines on the Final Fantasy wiki to keep all of like the spin-offs and stuff separate, like on their own. But then like these are missing some. Like I haven't even played Final Fantasy and I know that these release timelines are missing some games. What? They're straight up missing games on the Wikipedia page. At least on like the timeline, like infographics. They're missing like 10-2. It's not in the main series or the spin-offs and sequels section. They're missing the sequels to 13. I know that is it 2 sequels to 13? Those aren't on there on either of those timelines. But there are 16 mainline Final Fantasy games. Some of those mainline games are, you know, branched or have their own self-contained sequels rather. Then there's the spin-offs on top of that where you get there's a lot. Hello, DS. In Ace Combat right now, I'm through Advance, which no one's gonna know what that means overall. I've played 1 through 5 and Advance. The next I'm gonna play is 0. That's where I'm currently at. Let's go. The RMO1. The only plane a man could ever need. Oh, the 35. Okay, not earlier we were talking about the 37, right? But not to sleep on the 35. I like the 35. I do. I don't really have a reason to fly it over the 37, but you gotta, you know, you gotta give my boy some credit. What was I flying at the very end? You know, I might have actually been flying the F-22 for the final mission of this game. Oh, I can't open... Here. Oh, that's my camera, not my screen. My file explorer is going to open. Yeah, it's gonna leak what I'm working on. It's not announced yet, all right? I've been talking about the new video, and I've been telling people that I'm cooking right now, and it's really coming together, but I'm not ready to have everyone know what it is yet. I mean, obviously, there is an update out there for patrons, but hold on. I'm going where? Here. Forgot how to navigate my own files for a second. So after the release of Ace Combat, where is my footage from the final mission? Oh no. No. I was flying this bad boy. That's not an F-22. I didn't think I was flying an F-22. What was I flying? Wait, what? Is the Burkett in this game? That's not the 40, or sorry, the 37. It is the 47. Okay, I did fly the Burkett at the very end then. No spaceship. I want my money back. Let me close my file browser before I accidentally leak stuff later, which I will. It's called the S-37. What? Hold on, did I even buy the plane? I got distracted there. Again, this is the only thing a man could ever need for the end game of Ace Combat 4. The RMO1. Beard Jr. The full beard will never be what it once was, but this is about where it normally stays. It's the Su-57.
The outcome of the war rests on you.
So expensive, there's only 20 of them. Now I have to look. Oh. That's not what I expected it to look like. Going off of the old ones, this image is literally like the angle from the Ace Combat 4 cover art. Hold on. Make this smaller. I'm going to, hold on. Right? Give me a second. Give me a second here. It's a nice looking plane, but oh my god. Hold on. Hold on now. God, these windows. Here. Right? Right? You see? You see what I mean? It's like the directions are reversed. But there's an uncanny resemblance between these shots. It's a common camera angle, clearly. Clearly. That is such a, it's like a mirrored image. It's obviously different plane, but just I saw that picture on there and I was like, well, that's just the AC4 cover art. Boom.
Remember,
The bog standard angle for aircraft photography? Man, I don't know shit about aircraft photography.
the war would be a nice birthday gift as well.
Oh, it's got the little flappy wings on the front. You know, I might like this thing. It feels maybe a little clunky, but we'll hope. I don't know, it could just be me. Oh, this song. It's not the same close, that's very close. Very close.
Locked on.
Let me have this.
Box 2. Bandits in gun range. Nothing but air. Heads
Oh,
up.
hold on.
Hold your fire.
That was good machine gun. Oh, I'm stalled. I had no idea.
Box 2. Box 2. Heads up. Enemy radar spike.
Called cannards. Nah, those are flappy wings. I know them when I see them.
He's coming in.
Why am I flying planes like this in the like end game of hard mode? What am I doing? Like stream for me to buy some actual good planes for the end game. Like, it's not like it's a terrible plane, but just why did I do this? Why am I not flying like an F-22?
020. 4 miles.
Why am I flying this?
Bandit at 12 o'clock.
How did we get here? I know how we got here, but why? Why did I do this to myself?
Take this one. Locked on.
I'm regretting my decisions a little bit.
Silver Bridge at vector 050.
Flappy Wings is a cuter name. Agreed.
Heads up. Enemy radar spike.
I think it's also, you know, easier for the general public to get behind, like for marketing purposes, of course, which is very important. You know, you gotta sell all these to the general public, right? No one wants to buy a fighter jet with cannards, but I bet if you told them that it had flappy wings, you'd get a lot more sales. Am I wrong? Hear me out. Are there any U.S. states where you can own a fighter, like as a civilian? Is there anything like I know in the state of Ohio, civilians can own tanks because it's important that that is something that they can do. Of course, no one would disagree. What the hell is sod? What is this thing? Oh, what is that thing? Hold on. Oh, it's a carpet bomb with lock on. It's Legal in all states to own a jet? No missiles though? Ah. What's the point then? Just like the founding fathers intended? Exactly. No longer in vogue? What do you mean no longer in vogue? Latest jets being made with it today aside from the giant Chinese stealth jet. Oh? If China's still using them, they can't be that bad. I think China is just, you know, cultured enough in their plane preferences that they just enjoy having the flaps on there, right? Surely. Standoff dispenser. There we go. I'm sure you can buy F-16s. Man, why not? I'm getting all these YouTube ads whenever I go to open my own stream. And whenever it's an Ace Combat stream, I've mentioned it before, but I'll get an ad like every single time I open an Ace Combat stream, and I only get them on my own Ace Combat streams on YouTube. But I get all these ads to, like, you know, go here, and it's a place that's like, I don't know, 30 minutes from me maybe. I know what town it's in. I don't know anything beyond that. So I would say roughly 30 minutes from me. They're like, yeah, come get your pilot license. Maybe. Maybe I need a pilot license and an F-16. Maybe. I don't see why not. Come on. Surely I can outmaneuver an F-22 in this thing, right? We can make it happen. Oh man, he's got the moves. I don't know about this one. This isn't your average normal difficulty AI we're dealing with here. But there it is. We manage. Come on, I can't see you bitches. But no. Come back here. Can't outmaneuver. You can always outmaneuver with enough determination, creativity. There's always a way. Even if you are in an RMO1 with an F-22 on your ass, you can make it happen. I'm gonna get this gun kill, I swear. If it's the last thing I do. Oh shit, I should maybe be not messing around so much. I've got like 5.5 minutes left on this mission, and I haven't even gotten like the minimum score pulled together yet. Here, let's maybe stop screwing around with the dogfighting. I did notice during the review, I don't think I mentioned it in the script, but a lot of the time in 4, because of how the scoring system works, it feels like dogfighting is kind of just a waste of your time. Am I the only one that felt that way? Like in terms of getting rank at least. Like if you're just kind of playing and not paying much attention to it, then most of the time it doesn't matter. But when you're really looking at the system, like under a microscope sort of thing, it's just something I noticed. What the hell is a Sopwith camel? And how do I buy one? Ow, shit. Yeah, SAM missiles. I'll do that. Check this shit out. Is that gonna get them, or is the bridge gonna... I think I got like 2 of them. Oh shit, the bridge is covering, okay. I didn't realize that that arch had like bars all across it the way it does. Please. Of course not. I was asking for too much. Oh, World War One biplane. I stand by, and I know that there are alternatives, but I absolutely stand by wanting like a more historical era Ace Combat. Like World War II, World War One. It would be sweet. Like, I get that that's just kind of not the brand, but just thinking about all this over-the-top arcadey shit, just throw it into a World War II setting for the hell of it, I would have a blast with that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. AA guns destroyed.
I could now go around dogfight all I want. We got the points. But you play as the Red Baron. See, he sees the vision.
Out of missiles.
I think Stranger Eel probably had some equivalent to World War II, surely. Right? They kind of did that with Blazing Angels. It was Blazing Angels.
Moving on to securing enemy HQ.
This isn't dangerous at all. This isn't distracted flying.
Approaching point of return. Maintain current course to refuel.
I actually think I've seen the cover art for this before.
Cleared to land.
Who is it? It's from Ubi. What year was this? 2006? Okay, we're good. 2006 Ubisoft is fine.
1 mile to touchdown.
They were pretty chill back then. I think I would like more World War One. I feel like World War One is a more unique setting for games, obviously, because like World War II games got overdone for a really long time. As someone who likes World War II games,
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
it was overdone for a long time. There's so many World War II games on the market. There's not very many World War I games. That landing was beautiful. I don't want to hear anything about it.
Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
Oh, there was an arcade machine. Maybe that's where I've seen the artwork before. I might have like seen it in an arcade or something throughout the years. Should be a spruce moose plane. What the hell? I swear you guys are speaking gibberish at this point. What is a spruce moose plane? See, now I have completed the mission. I can screw around and dogfight all I want. Take out F-15 actives in the R101, or sorry, RM01. My bad. Please spare me.
Mobius 1 shot
All I
down
want.
bandit.
Thought it was called Spruce Goose. I like Spruce Moose.
Locked on. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
I mean, either works, but Spruce
Pursuing the chopper.
Spruce Moose is pretty good. Which one is it actually? Now someone has to, someone who knows,
Locked on. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
like for certain. Oh God.
You're in gun range. Mobius 1, shot one down.
Hold on, I got these bitches. Check this out. Oh no, I'm gonna get shot in the ass. As it was intended.
Tank destroyed.
Shit, I couldn't get it. I might have been able to if I held it longer, to be honest. The SU-57 stealth screws? What are stealth screws? Is this what I think it is? Just going off of the sound of it? What are stealth screws?
Check behind you.
Don't tell me.
Tank destroyed.
It can't be what it sounds like it is. Is it like a Bang Energy super creatine kind of thing?
Closing in at high speed.
They have the stealth screws.
Looks like they've come to make a last stand for Erusea. Let's settle this once and for all. Leave the chopper.
Oh shit.
You can end this war.
I did not foresee this scenario in my mind.
Approaching contact point. Stay
Here we go. This is a true test of my dogfighting. Let's take on some yellows in the RMO1.
Missile hit.
A whole squad of them. Here we go. I already got a hit. It's a good start. What are you doing?
Mobius 1 shot down.
All right, one of them just gave it to me for free.
Incoming missile. Radar lock. Missile.
Oh, Jesus. That's two.
Good job, Mobius 1. Evade, Mobius 1. Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1. Incoming missile.
Who is shooting these? Stop. I have another target. Leave me alone until it's your turn. Ow.
Mobius 1 hit.
Son of a bitch.
Missed.
Oh, brother.
Missile.
This dude just doesn't stop.
Position engaged. Break. Missile.
I got this.
Hard enemy radar spike. Missile. Break. Missile. Break.
Shit.
Fast drop.
I have it all under control.
Missile. Missile. Break. Missile. Break.
Oh my god. Wait, are there 6 of you?
Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1.
Oh no.
Missile.
There might be 6 of them.
Cheek right. Radar lock.
That's not hitting a goddamn thing.
Missile shot trash.
It was worth a shot.
Hard enemy radar
Good effort and all that.
Missile shot trash. You're in gun range.
How bad is this missile gonna hurt if it hits me? If that is.
Mobius 1. Incoming missile. Missile.
That one's gonna hurt.
Missile.
That did hit me. Bastard.
Mobius 1.
Oh my god. Can I go and get some repairs maybe? I might need them.
Break. Locked on.
No, I'm just keeping it a buck. I know my limits here.
Missed. Bandit closing at 6.
Please, missile. Okay. I know my limits. Should have Sunset Glow as its OST. I think Sunset Glow is my favorite AC2 song. AC2, no, this probably is my favorite soundtrack now. But I like AC2's, I don't want to use the word that's in my head. Screw it. I like AC2's vibe. I like the more rock-heavy soundtrack. Hold on, I need to go back and get the answer on stealth screws.
You are cleared to land.
Stealth screwed yo mama. I think the 57 just uses regular Phillips screws. It ruins its stealth. Wait, it uses carpentry
Hold on.
screws?
Your altitude is too high.
Yeah. I'm working on my landing here. Distracted flying. How dare you accuse me of such a thing?
Nicely done, Mobius 1. Go and prepare for your next sortie. Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Was I stalling 20 times in a row? Was I?
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
Okay, there's only 3 yellows left. I just got fully repaired. I'm ready to go. Full gun ammo, full missiles. And I'm very well equipped for this bat.
Mobius 1 shot down a target.
I got handed another free one, 2 left. Very well equipped in the RMO1 for this. Best decision I've made in terms of what plane to bring on a mission.
Locked on. Box 2.
So far, my plane selection today has been questionable, but I've somehow been making it work. That was incredible. That's why we just launch the missiles sometimes, even if it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Every once in a while, they'll just make a weird turn and kind of give it to you.
Missile shot
Hold on,
trashed.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm trying to slow down. I think he can go slower than me without stalling. Oh shit. Come on.
You're in.
No. I want the gun kill. Oh, I hit a little bit. Hold on. I got this. Check this shit out. Oh, come on.
You're in gun
Dude,
range.
he's gotta be one shot. Yes.
Great job. There are no
Yes.
aircraft remaining on radar.
I can make it happen.
Tango 8 here. We're in control of the Erusea headquarters.
Mobius 1 shot down the 5 aircraft that appeared. Air superiority is
Should tell them
ours.
what I was flying when I did it.
You made it through alive, Mobius 1.
I can't believe that I pulled that off in that plane. I didn't think it would be that bad, but then as soon as I started doing it, I was like, oh my god. I kind of miss the bounciness of the landing sequence in 4. You can kind of just slam the plane down onto the runway and it just works. Because it pretty much stops you immediately. What a beautiful
On
run.
September 19th at 1200.
You know, the RMO1 is
Usea accepted the
a
ISAF
fine
transfer
piece of
signal.
machinery. I might just use it for the next mission.
Had an extremely high cost in casualties.
I might just use it. I think it could work. I always feel awkward doing Ace Combat landing sequences. I just feel awkward doing them in general.
Yellow 13's body vanished into the blue skies.
I'm just
never
bad
to
at
return to
landing.
Earth. Only a single handkerchief fluttered down from the sky where he disappeared.
It's so much worse when I'm reading chat, too.
The faint scent of perfume. The barkeep's daughter and I had followed the squadron this far. Each of us had our own thoughts as we buried that handkerchief. It no longer mattered to me whether that was 13 or 4's grave. Their memories blurred together as one, and left the realm of reality like a dream.
Where'd the dog come from? Whose dog?
The terms of surrender were accepted that day, and the war was over.
Looked at War Thunder and saw $60 for a single jet and then unclicked. 60, hold on. What? What? There's no, oh. You're
A
kidding.
group of young Erusian officers have taken over Megalith, the superweapon that was under development.
Hold on.
Megalith is a rocket launch facility that can shoot down asteroid fragments in orbit. The only way to destroy this highly dangerous and fortified facility is to hit it from the inside. Follow the missile port grooves to find the 3 generators deep within the facility. Destroy the generators to access the central heat vent. Once inside, destroy the giant missile in the central silo. An infiltration unit will secure your escape route. Their plan calls for waiting until the generators are offline, and then taking over the sub-control room once the blackout hits. Enter this rat's nest with full confidence that the unit will get you out again. It's highly likely that this will be your final mission. Remember, we need heroes after the war too. Make it back in one piece. Dismissed.
Troll thinks I'm joking. I mean, I thought like maybe there was just one particular one that was like super expensive for no reason. Okay. What I have been greeted with when visiting the game's website and going to the store page, I can't believe that this is real. I'll pull it over in a second, but I'm just taking it in for myself right now. I'm building suspense for those who don't know what this is about to look like. You know, I give games and companies with bad monetization models a lot of shit, right? And like, maybe the biggest game that maybe the biggest company that I give shit for like their monetization over the last few years is like Hoyoverse. I don't even like their games, but I understand how their monetization works because like when Genshin came out, it was a big discussion. This might be, I don't know. Is this worse? It might be, but also, hold on. I'm kind of torn. It might be worse. Here. Here's the prices. You know, I saw $60 and I was like, wow, that might be like one really expensive one. Now we're looking at like $70 tank, $70 plane, $70 plane, $65 tank, $65 tank, $65 plane. They all say pack. They just come with like premium and what I'm assuming is currency as well with your purchase. Could you buy them individually? Is there a way to just... Oh, hold on. Golden Eagles. Is this just currency? Yeah, it's just currency. Dude. So what's the grind like on this game? You could buy whole new games, brand new. You seriously could buy an entirely new, like on launch day. Here's actually an example for this month, chat, okay? I'll give you a timely example. You can either buy the M1A1 HC tank on War Thunder, or you can buy Tekken 8 this month. Which one do you buy with your $69.99? Single tank in War Thunder? New fighting game with 32 characters? What the fuck is this? What is this? Well, what? I can't believe these prices. Around 20 matches for one plane? That doesn't sound that bad, actually. How long is a match? When I think of a multiplayer game, I think of a match as being like 10 minutes. So if that's the assumption... Why did I do it that way? Screw the calculator. 30 minutes? Okay, actually bring out the calculator again. Okay, so I guess with that grind, at least looking at it as an outsider, I don't know how like pay to win this sort of stuff is in context of the game or anything, but just looking at it with that info, like assuming each match is going to be 30 minutes and it takes like 20 matches to get a plane, right? Or a tank. Oh, it depends on the tier. Oh, that's why you said those are low tier. Oh, Okay, so for a low tier plane, it takes 10 hours of playing the game. It's really pay to win. Yeah, this seems awful. This seems like a terrible business model. This seems really bad. When I was saying, is this better or worse than Genshin, just because that's like the first game that comes to mind for me when I think terrible business model, I honestly don't know. Because what this will get, at least like, I don't even know if you could necessarily say that it earns points. Maybe it's just it doesn't lose as many points is the more accurate way to say it. Compared to Genshin, at least here, it's like, okay, if I want this tank, I pay $70, I get this tank. Genshin, if you want your new, like, waifu, who knows how much you're gonna have to put in until you actually get it. So maybe if I'm directly comparing, War Thunder might just get away with it and not be the new worst in my mind. Only because it's guaranteed that for that price, you will get that thing. Whereas Genshin is, you know, a lot of people say it to like exaggerate, but I'm not exaggerating one bit. It's a slot machine, right? It's like, who knows how many pulls it takes to get the new waifu? You have no idea. They do have a pity system in there, and I don't remember how much like actual money it takes until the pity system kicks in. But I remember it still being ridiculous that you could even like pay that much and not get it. Like I can't imagine how bad it would be without that system in there. We're doing it with the RMO1. We're doing it. Getting from tier 1 to tier 3 takes 10 hours. Getting to tier 6 takes anywhere from months to years, depending on how active you are. And that's for one nation. There's 8 nations. Here's the song. Wait for it. Oh, that's right. The gameplay has to start. This is awkward. I spoke too soon. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Any second now. Just any moment.
Preparations are complete, ready for battle. All aircraft follow Mobius 1.
There it is. It's quieter than I remember.
Mobius 1, engage. Missile team engage. Missile hit.
Come here, bitch.
Radar lock.
Got one. Shot myself a yellow. Bravo 1 here. All teams are on the 13th floor. But we can't get the sub-control.
Oh, I hit one.
It's an electronic lock. We'll hold the position until the generators are destroyed. So hurry up.
Here they come.
Why am I in this plane? How did we get here?
Damn it! Got flamethrowers. Shoot! Over the stairs.
Ooh.
You're in gun range.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Radar lock.
Haha!
Kill.
There's no way those hit him. I should have gotten closer.
Missile shot trashed. Don't sweat it. Just stay focused. We're going in.
Those might hit.
Box 2.
Shit. He's too good.
Missed. Hard enemy radar spike. I've got his tail.
There are so many yellows in this mission. I forgot just how crazy this is.
Space.
Stay like that. Why do you do that? Zero is the best song from Ace Combat. For me, so far,
Closing at 6.
this is the best song.
You're in gun range.
The Megalith song. The name I can't remember. Haha. Who else is using all Tekken 2 songs? Oh, see, I would use all Tekken 2 songs, right? But hear me out. Ground Funk Zero is not a Tekken 2 song, right? It's an important thing to consider here. Probably with Tekken 8, I'll just leave the music untouched for like the first few days or so. Because from what I've heard so far, I think the new music is really good. But I definitely will start to mess with the jukebox. And at some point, I'll probably have like all custom songs set for everything, surely. But I think for the first like few days at least, I'll probably just leave the music as the devs have it set.
Locked on. Missed.
What was that light?
At this point, I have fully decided that I'm just not going to touch the demo whatsoever. Like, I'm close enough, right? It's 3 weeks. Oh my god, it's 3 weeks from today. Let's go. I'll take that.
Bullseye on that flanker. Just a little more.
Come on.
Come on. Lock on. Mobius 1. Bandit at 6 o'clock.
Missile shot trashed. Missile hit.
Gimme. Thank you.
Nice kill.
We take those. How many are left? Seems like we're down to just the stragglers at this point.
Box 2.
Damn it.
Missile shot trashed.
He did the thing that would have made it free, but we were at a bad angle. It's upsetting. Come on. There. Oh, there's at least 3. A 4. Okay, maybe not.
Radar lock. Box 2. Missed. You're in gun range.
Oh,
Nice
sweet.
kill.
Who needs a fancy plane for the end game anyway? Hard mode is for babies in this game.
Missile shot
It's
trashed.
not as baby mode as Ace Combat 2's hard mode, but it's close. It honestly just feels like you're playing on normal. Like the AI is a little more reactive, but that's pretty much the only difference I've noticed. But I'm fairly certain that it's just because that difficulty has been saved for the higher modes now.
You're in gun range.
I keep thinking this is the last one, it looks like. Oh, come on. Fly straight into me. You know, it was really like, just give it to me. Right at the end, boom, we're done.
Box 2. Box 2.
Mobius 1. Shot 1 down.
All right. All the yellows are down. Now is the real good stuff. The High School Musical song from Tekken Tag 2. I will put that on the character select screen. No, I want my character select to be the yodeling song, personally. That's what I want for my character select music. Wait a second. No, we do want to go in here. I got confused for a second. Oh, don't crash. I do not want to have to do the yellows again. But yeah, I want the yodeling song.
Box 2.
That's good. Fancy planes are optional on this stream.
Tango 2 here.
The RMO1 is all a man could ever need.
Tango 2, block off the elevator. Don't give up. Our air support will do something.
Oops, that angle was not going to be right.
Leave him. He's dead.
Ooh. I'm confusing myself. We pull it all together in the end. It's fine. I don't like this one very much, to be honest.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
I'm just gonna get out of there quickly. No need for all that funny business. In real life, this is one of the best jets in the world. Really? It's French, so it never gets used. Interesting. Oh, I'm not high enough for that right now.
Chole 1, come in. Where are you? You'll be annihilated soon.
There's a hidden enemy ace at the north. We're on new game,
Blown up that generator yet?
so no aces until after this mission at least. Then everyone's just gonna have to tell me where the aces are. Because I'm not gonna know a single one of them. I could pull up a guide, but chat seems to know where they are. So I'll just rely on chat for them, I think.
Alright, the panel's open. Break through. Break through. Get the sub-control room under control. The exhaust vents are open. Hurry up, the planes are plunging in any minute now.
Oh, come on. Shit. I want to get the missiles. No!
We'll get those panels open. Don't let those pilots die.
Oh, I missed too. Son of a bitch. It's crazy that the rank is literally just determined by how many of the missiles you get at the end on this one. Star Wars much? They like to do the Star Wars thing in Ace Combat, which I appreciate. You know, I like a good Star Wars reference, just like anyone else. I got this, right? Surely. Hold on. There's plain lore in chat, but I should not be reading it right now. I have enough self-control to stop myself from reading plain lore while doing this. Oh wait, I got S. Oh, we're good. We're good. Become wild in later games. Dude, the wildest one is still in 3. What was that mission called in 3? Someone help me out. And it's me. Yep. I am. Just to like Groundhog Day this shit and do it all again. What do I think is the best Star Wars movie? It's Empire.
The once familiar scent of burning jet fuel is
No
long since
competition.
faded away.
I don't care what anyone
What
else
was once
says.
Yellow Squadron's runway is now just a local highway again. I write this letter to you now. I know it must have brought him unexpected joy to have an opponent like you at the end of that meaningless war. At least that's what I want to believe. Only you, the pilot who shot him down, can confirm this. And so, I write to you.
This plane was literally the French leaving the Eurofighter program, saying, I'm going to make my own Eurofighter with blackjack and hookers. Did it work? You can't just tell me the story and leave the ending out. Come on now. This is an original song, right? I'm gonna assume this is an original song. I'm gonna assume it is. I know that that 5 has the Puddle of Mud song, which is going to be an audio jungle moment, but I actually made a great jet, but the Typhoon is better. Is original, thank God. Oh, yeah, it's the song. Okay. Didn't work? I don't know. Everyone says it worked. Plus, blackjack and hookers normally are a winning formula. Everyone knows. What is this? Oh. I was confused why or what Amazon was asking me to review. It was just something that I ordered to someone else for Christmas. I can't review it. I didn't receive the product. I shipped it to them. Hard mode was not bad. I was able to do the final missions without like a plane to put me on equal footing with the yellows. Who knows how many yellows I shot down in those last two combined, but it was a lot. Hard mode did not feel bad here because like the thing to consider is that when I say that the games don't feel very difficult, it means a lot. Because like I'm far from being very good at these games. Like I'm probably somewhere around average at this point with the amount that I've played. So if I think it's easy, it's got to be pretty easy. If a single nation had done it, it would have been cheaper and quicker. Because no one country had the full control, they couldn't cancel it. Oh. Too many cooks in the kitchen, man. It's a real thing. I talk about it. What studio was it recently? I looked up, was it Bethesda? It might have been Bethesda. It was Bethesda. Yeah, I was gonna say, I recently, like in the last few months or so, I Googled like a certain game dev studio and I was like, how many developers do they have? And it was Bethesda because they had 450 employees. And I was like, that is what we call too many developers. There is definitely such a thing, and 450 is well beyond that point. I have not played AC7. I've played 1 through 5, and I've played Advance. Maybe I'm biased because it was our main fighter in the UK. They still have a ton in service. As well as some F-35s. F-35? Oh, Lightning II. These have not been in any Ace Combats that I've played, and it seems like that's because it's newer than all the Ace Combats that I've played. Ended the stream game? What do you mean? We only just did hard mode for this. If you're asking if we're done with 4, we've still got, what is it? Expert after hard? Special continue. Special continue. Oh, they were in 5? Really? Did I fly one? Hold on. Wait a second. Am I... Ace Combat 5 came out in 2005? Question mark? 4. Hold on. What? I guess its first flight was in 2006. So it was probably... Hold on, let me go back. I can see that it was in AC5. I don't think I ever flew it. I might have flown it. I'm actually unsure. When were you developed? Doesn't really say. Unless, I'm sure if I read the full, like, history of it, I could get an answer. Oh? Hold on. It was in development. I'm reading. (2015) it enters service. I'm wondering when they started the development on it. Because AC5 came out in 2004. Oh, hold on. I've gotten the answers for the F-35A and the F-35B. Where is the F-35C? Hold on. Let me read. I'm getting all my plane lore. This is a lot of plane lore right here. This program has a lot of lore to it. Sure. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. In September of 2004, they had a completed F-35. That's about as good of an answer as I'm gonna get. I have read and reread this little section here. What month did AC5 release? It seems like it was like still in production when they put it into AC5. AC5 came out in October. But yeah, 5 was the game where they got to go, where the art team was able to go and see what's it? Like a bunch of planes in person. So they might have gotten to see like an in progress version?
I was just
I don't
a child
know.
when the stars fell from the skies. But I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them. And in turn how that cannon broke
I'll let the
war upon
cutscenes
us.
play again. They're short. They're sweet.
War
They
was
have
an
good
abstract
music.
idea, nothing more than a show on TV.
Yeah, I can't
As
get
a
like
child, I
an
only saw it
exact
as something that
answer,
happened in some faraway
at least
land.
from like the section that I was reading about
Until
its
that final day of
development.
summer.
But it seems
One
like they
day
might have
Mom
seen
left
like an
school.
in progress
I looked
one
up in the
before it was
skies.
actually finished, and they just went with
It
that.
sounded like distant thunder.
Because
blue skies far
from what
above
I
the
saw, it
country
seems like the first one was
circles around
completed
the
like a
crazy
month
lights.
before AC5 came out. So unless it was like a
battle in the
super
beautiful
last second
skies far
edition,
away.
which it could have been
I could not
crammed
turn
in at
my
the
gaze
end.
away from them.
I would assume that they got to see like an in progress version or a prototype or something
And streaked past me.
as part of their
The fighters
research
put
phase.
the mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the Cape. The same Cape where my
All
family
right, Mr.
lived.
Brisket, we'll see you around. Have a good rest of your day.
Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow. I will never forget this.
I'm excited to do the Zero review because it's another one of those
The enemy.
where inevitably, like,
Our little town
normally
on the
when
railroad fell into
when
deep
games
isolation.
are this like unanimously agreed upon to be one of the best in a series. I typically do enjoy them, but there are normally like little things that I don't have popular opinion
4
on,
years after the planetfall of the Ulysses
and
1994
the discussions that come from that are
asteroid
always
Stonehenge,
at least
the
entertaining,
elusive
if nothing
weapon of mass
else,
destruction,
because
was originally
the
built
quality
to
of it
shoot
can
down
vary a lot.
asteroids.
Like when I said that
Discovering its
Armored
potential
Core
as an
Last Raven
anti-aircraft weapon, the Erusea
was
flew
hard,
the
but
skies
not
over
as
the
hard as
mainland.
people make it out to be,
ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge
that one
through
didn't go over
airstrikes
very
failed.
well.
As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were
Not
lost.
very well at all.
This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point.
I'm actually...
ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point.
Never mind.
However,
I was gonna
the
say I'm
Erusians
further
control
into
most parts of the mainland, and they have
the games than I
forward deployed
thought, but then
bombers
I
to
looked at the
Whitney
list
Air Base,
again.
a former ISAF facility. This
And
bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow
I forget
to
how
the
much
ISAF
still
from
comes
this
after Zero, because there's a bunch
strategic
of games after it that aren't like numbered. The first 5, just like 1 through 5, were all numbered, and then Advance, if you count it, right, is not. It's a spin-off.
position.
But then there's a lot of
Your orders for deployment, effective
random
immediately. Enemy
offshoots.
agents destroyed our early warning radar
And before he
network,
gives Zero
allowing
is
several
Zero
air
for the
bombers to
funny.
penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes,
F in the
this
chat for
bomb
his
formation
family.
to strike Allen Ford Air Base and
Um,
to targets at North Point.
No, I
Our
couldn't
defense forces
give it
are
a
extremely weak
0.
at this point in time.
You know how I always say that I've never played a game before that was a
You destroy the bombers and neutralize
what's
the
it?
threat before they get past
that was a 10. I've also never played a game that was a 0
Defense for North Point,
yet,
and the fate of ISAF
which is
lies
saying a
in our
lot.
hands.
I've played Ride to Hell Retribution, which is it's like a 1, but it's not a 0 quite yet. It is like a 1 though. It's just really bad. Oh, these are gonna be, yeah, the alternate skins. I see. Okay, so there's a solid grind here. There's plenty to work for still. Sorry, I'm just glancing at all of them. I like most of them. I can't, in this menu at least, like flip back and forth between the default and the new one. Oh, I like that one for the F4 a lot, actually. Oh, here I could flip between them since I don't own either. The angle. Oh, they cost the same. Now I'm considering. I'm like, do I just buy the higher tier? Or sorry, not the higher tier, the alternate skin. I'm gonna start with the base. I'll collect all the base planes before I start messing around with it. But we'll see you around, DS. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna bring the F-15, probably. I don't know. Maybe the EF-2000 would be the move, because it's just a pure dogfight on this, right? Although the F-15 is new, and it's not much worse. Oh, it's slower. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it. The trade-offs aren't significant enough for me to bring the other one. Maybe the special weapon is where the big trade-off happens, but to be honest, my ass always forgets to swap to them anyway.
Do you read? Your call sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name at all times.
Built to do everything and not give a damn. Well, then it's perfect.
6 bombers on vector 360 confirmed. Continue.
I like the way its afterburners look.
Today's my birthday. A victory sure would be nice.
Forgot there were Idolmaster anime girl skins. There are what? Oh, Ace Combat 6. When you say AC6, my brain rot says that's Armored Core. But hello, Living Reverie. I have been told by chat that Ace Combat does have anime girl skins. which I, of course, would never bring up in a review just to have a quick laugh about it, ever. I am so mature in my reviews, so serious. I would never, ever, ever make a joke, write in a joke about anime girl skins for planes and how that might bump the review score up. I'm above that, clearly.
Radar lock. Box 2. Maintain your course.
Oh, come on now.
Hit. Mobius 1 currently over city airspace.
Speaking of writing in jokes, I think that the review I'm editing right now might have the most like comedic bits in it that I have ever done in one review. Like in the span of one video, it's really a lot. It's great. Like I was talking about the new video yesterday. It's genuinely, at the very least, for me personally, it'll be in like my top 3 favorite reviews that I've done. But in its current state, which is still not totally finished, so like I'm not gonna jump the gun on it, but in its current state, it might just be my favorite review that I've done. Which, you know, not including that video currently, would be the Armored Core 6 review would be my favorite one I've done. That's a damn good one, if I do say so myself.
Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
But this might take it. It's definitely in the running to take it. You know, it kind of felt like cheating to have, I guess it's not really an end game plane. I can only imagine like next time through when I inevitably bring my Burkett for the first mission. But bringing the Eagle with me definitely felt like I was cheating a little bit. Not gonna lie. I never let the replays play out like at all. It's a shame because they're good. I'm normally just too focused on like cooking through the game. I never take the time to enjoy these nice replays that it gives me. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing.
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy
I don't think I've ever watched an entire mission on a replay.
Our victory will be meaningless.
Has anyone done that?
for the next
Hold on.
mission.
This is a question for Ace Combat fans. This is a true test for how much of a real fan you are. Has anyone actually just sat down and watched a full mission replay after they've done it?
Exactly when the forces
Sat there and taken it all in and went, yep,
I was too busy scanning the skies.
I did that. New Game Plus is always cheating in some way. Oh yeah. It's just I haven't done New Game Plus on Ace Combat before. Because this is, I mean, it's not technically the first time that they've had it. But it's pretty much the first time they did New Game Plus.
The language they taught us at school. Our friendly local
Air
sheriff
combat,
disappeared and was replaced by foreign
technically,
MPs.
if you want to be
In the
super
beginning, some people
particular
secretly
about
tuned in
it,
to broadcast from
has
North
New Game
Point on
Plus,
their
because if you
parabolic
beat air
antennas.
combat on hard mode,
But as time
and then you
passed,
save your
the
game,
broadcast no longer
you get
came
like
in.
the extra mode where it just has all the
Maybe the
missions
satellites were
unlocked and you can
destroyed.
just play whichever one you want. And it gives you every
non-military
plane in the
computer
game
networks
to
were
just
shut down.
choose and have unlimited of that plane
Gasoline
to
was
play
rationed
with.
to civilians.
So if you want to be really
Though we
picky
lived in
about
the
it, you could
21st
say that
century,
Air Combat had
we
New
were
Game
reduced to
Plus,
using
but
crystal radios
it's kind of its
with
own
push
thing.
button
It's
cards.
more just like infinite plane mission select than it is
I
New
moved in
Game
with my
Plus.
uncle in town, who used to
This
be
is
a
the first
taxi
like
driver.
proper NG Plus in the
Out of
series.
gasoline and out of work. My uncle did nothing but to drown himself in drink.
Bum ass uncle. I always forget he's
I
even
earned
in
my
this
keep by
story.
playing the harmonica in the town bar. The one thing I was
I think
good
that's
at.
the only picture of him in the whole game, if I'm not mistaken.
I'd play for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash talked the barkeep.
Oh no,
repeatedly
there's more than
insulted.
one. Shit. That would have been funny if they just
he
had
never
one
refused the
picture
money
of
I brought
him
home.
drinking and that was it. All right, they have 2
As for
pictures
myself,
of him drinking,
I
and
had
that's
a crush
it.
on the barkeep's
I
only
think.
daughter, who was a little older than me.
Now it's gonna immediately throw another one at me.
Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our
For
town.
video editing purposes. Oh, why don't I do that? I could do that. Why have I not done that? Why do I not? See, now I'm really sitting here and I'm like, how has it never dawned on me to just let the replay play out in full to use for editing? This piece of hair falling down up in that corner, it's gonna drive me nuts. One of those days where it just,
making it the proverbial knife at our throat.
it's just not wanting to stay
A
up.
large Erusian bomber contingent was deployed to
It's so annoying.
Their intentions are clear. A full-scale strike on our forces at North Point is imminent. Your mission
How many
is to
ground
catch
targets?
these bombers on the ground and destroy them. We intend to turn the parking ramp at Wrigley into a junkyard.
I'm probably bringing the Eagle. I don't think I can afford a new plane. It's multi-role. Oh, it's this mission. Yeah. Just get a good old side part going. The thing is, my hair grows in too thick on all sides of my head to do a proper side part. It kind of comes out looking like Karen hair. Or, hold on. I just thought of a great comparison for it. Or it looks like old school RE4 Leon Kennedy hair, where it'll kind of be like that. It's too much hair on the side. If I let all the stuff that goes up and over down as well, it would be this. It would be Leon hair. Maybe I should buy that jacket and do Leon hair for a bit. Oop. Someday, when I do the Resident Evil games for a review series, which will happen. It's not an if, it's a when. I can do Leon Kennedy. Leon Arc. I'd probably have to get my hair like cut differently for it to work. Like to actually do it. Because it's an issue with the way that my hair grows in. So like if I got it cut differently, like for the purpose of styling it like that, it could probably work. It would look weird to me for a bit, but I'd get used to it.
To navigate north. The bombers should be clumped together on the ground.
Doesn't all want to sit right because of all the crowns and cowlicks. That's the issue I have. Like, and I can't just, you know, change the way that I style it because it has to get like cut a certain way for me to actually be able to do anything with it other than what I normally do with it. Like I would have to get a different haircut to change it because otherwise it's just not going to look right.
Vector 340, 12 miles.
Bogies closing in on Wrigley AB.
So when it doesn't want to cooperate, it's kind of just like, well,
I repeat, this is not the
what am I going to do about it? Nothing. It's just, this is how it is today.
Passing over substation.
Some days it gives me an easy time. Others it doesn't. I wonder if it's like the way that it dries after I shower. I don't know. Why have I never thought about that until just now? Maybe I should pay attention to that. With that piece of hair that always is trying to fall down like every other day. I wonder if that's the problem. It might just be something with like how my hair dries.
I don't see anything.
We used to call the one by his forehead a vortex when he was a baby. Be a good Leon cosplayer. I mean, I've got the like brownish blonde mix. Although in the newer games, not in the newer games, plural. Actually, yeah, in the remakes of 2 and 4, they've kind of changed him to just be blonde. It's one of the more subtle things that they've done to Leon, design-wise. But, like, Leon wasn't normally just blonde. He had, like, a kind of brownish blonde, but now in the remakes, he's just blonde. It's one of those little subtle things that when they did it in RE2, I didn't even notice it. I noticed it in RE4. That's when I caught it, and I was like, oh, wait. Why did they change his hair color? It didn't even hit me until the second time they messed with it. I had the lights hair from Death Note. Yeah, I've got the hair color. I could just get my hair cut a little differently and just have the Leon hair. I could just be Leon Kennedy. I could get those if I, you know, put in the effort to craft it. I could get those ginormous triceps that they gave him in the RE4 remake. Because goddamn, out of nowhere, they just gave him massive fucking triceps. Not a bad change. Definitely not a bad change. But I don't know where those came from. Maybe he went out in the sun a bit too much. I mean, that happens to me. The more that I'm outside, the lighter my hair gets. It really is. It's darker the more that I'm not in the sun, vice versa.
Enemy facility destroyed. Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
Easy S rank. If you're into goth chicks, go for it. They love it. What, the light hair from Death Note, you mean?
Fighter Squadron. Mission complete. We're coming home.
Noted. That's a good pro tip for people. If you want to pick up the goth chicks, style your hair like light. What's his last name? I can't remember. I watched Death Note, but I watched it like shit, like 10 years ago at this point. The replays in this game are beautiful.
The attack was a success.
Stand by it.
A significant number of enemy bombers were eliminated.
Just
and a
become
full-scale
light, be a
airstrike
no,
on North Point was
light
averted.
Yagami. Thank you. Death Note was aight. I thought it was great when I watched it like a decade ago. It's one of those that I like. You look back on it and you're like, yeah,
One night,
it's fine.
A spirited group made their way up the bar, chased out the sullen army grunts, and commandeered the place. Even I knew who they were.
Enemy. Wait, I shot down an
The patch on his
ace
sleeve was the mark of the
unknowingly.
Cloud Air Force.
Did I actually?
A loud-mouthed, middle-aged man went around, announcing each pilot's results for the day and his
I
running
didn't
kill
even
record.
catch it. I was too old
For
for
those
the
who exceeded
emo,
5
so it didn't
kills.
work.
A thorough toasting and soaking followed.
I don't think the emo
I
ever
believe it was
leaves
their
you.
custom to call a pilot an ace once he shot down
I'm convinced
5
that it
planes.
doesn't leave anyone.
After completing the day's review, the same guy,
Like all the emo
Squadron
kids grow up to
went
just
on
be
to announce-
metalheads.
and now, for
Like
our
the
results,
spirit of it is still
everyone
alive.
turned
It
around
never
to look at the
fully
squadron
goes
man who
away.
sat alone, strumming a guitar. I found myself drawn to the music
Typically
of his
wear
guitar.
all like
Our yellow
mostly
13
black
bagged 3
clothing.
more today, bringing his new tally up to
Never really
64
goes away.
kills.
It becomes more subtle, but it never just disappears, right?
With a tentative smile, the man with the guitar turned to me and asked me to accompany him on my harmonica.
But also to be fair, black
I
clothing
brought
is
it up
just
to my lips and it
like
started a new song.
it kind of looks good on anyone. Someone recently, can't remember who said this to me, but they were like, yeah, I never wear black clothes. Like it's a color that doesn't work on me. And I'm
I
like, what do
finally
you
found
mean?
Him.
Black clothes work on everyone.
But by some fluke,
Like
it was
everyone.
my father's favorite song.
Unique
one
names?
used to
I didn't even
play at the
catch
end
that
of each day.
I shot at something with a unique name. I was probably on my Leon ramble. Talking about how his hair color changed in the remakes. Because he is just blonde in the remakes, and it's weird. Alright? It's weird. Yeah, his hair was just brown in the original RE2, you're right. Like, you said it, and I was like, is that right? Like, I always think of Leon as being, like, brown-blonde mix. Like he is in 4 and 6, the original 4 and 6. But no, yeah, in RE2, I had to pull it up, and you're right. Here. I should have just opened image and tab. He just had brown hair. But like, here. I'm pulling up pictures again. Hold on. New canon in quotes. That's kind of the easy way to just sum up all the RE remakes. It's like the new canon, which is exactly what they're doing. Like after 7, they've just been going back through and like redoing all the old material so that it fits more neatly into like the new canon and like new direction the franchise is going in. In new canon, his hair color looks like this. Like he's just blonde now. They just changed Leon's hair. I don't know why. Here, I'll get the original RE4 Leon too. Just for comparison. I mean, I just had him up, but here, original RE4 Leon. It's like brownish blonde, like dirty blonde kind of color, right? Am I right? Did this change happen in RE6? He's not blonde in RE6, is it? Or is he? My bad, Leon. Didn't mean to do you like that. He's not. Okay. I was like, there's no way that they made him blonde in that game. No, same thing. Where he's got like a mix. He's like a dirty blonde, mousy blonde. But yeah, for some reason in new canon they've just made him blonde. I don't know why. It's like one of the more weird, subtle things that happened with the remakes. For a second I was confused. I thought my controller wasn't working, but it's because I had already saved, so I wasn't able to go up and down with the D-pad. I used to be blonde as a kid. Oh, when I was like little, like I don't know, a single digit age, right? Like until I was like 10-ish. I was like the kind of blonde where it's basically like white. It's just so blonde, like it's such a light color that it's like white.
Your mission is to destroy the radar facilities on Mount Shezna, thereby blinding the...
But it might have been because I went outside a lot more as a kid. Like I played outside when I was a kid. You know what I don't do in my 20s? Go play outside. Because you know what I do in my 20s? I sit at my desk and I edit video. It's been such a long week of editing. Such a long week. It's worth it. But it's been a week. Members got their update. Members and patrons got their update, so they know. But new video is long. I won't say how long, but it has certainly been a week for me. Definitely. That means I have Spartus Blood too, right? Probably. I thought he was like turning the other way. I didn't think he was turning towards me. Don't mind me just cheating with my late game playing again. New Game Plus is a beautiful thing. Because like expert mode might actually be fairly difficult. You know what is gonna make it a lot easier? Is having late to end game planes right from the start on these reruns. And like, I want to do the new game plus to like unlock everything, right? I guess we could just limit my selection each time. Like I could just not use these like for the ace playthrough if I want to get the true challenge experience out of it, so to speak. Like I could have my new game plus file, but just not use late game planes from the start. Well, I have dirty blonde. My husband has black hair. Oh, both your kids have brown hair, you mean? Sorry, I read that. Yeah, that's exactly what you said, but I read it wrong. I read it as both my parents, because, you know, I read too fast. So if I just read the first few words and I assume I know where it's going, that's where it's going. But no, your kids have brown hair. That would make sense. I'm surprised that neither of them just have black hair, though. Right? Because darker hair is a dominant gene. So I'm surprised that they both just have brown. Like, it makes sense, but I'm surprised that neither of them have black hair. F-16, come over here.
Mobius 1, passing over Krasinski crater. Fox 2.
We were expecting both to have black hair, neither of them do. What if everything we understand about gene theory is just bullshit? Like all the dominant recessive gene stuff, just eventually with time, it's like, well, maybe we were wrong. Because somehow, we still have people with blonde hair. At a certain point, you'd think that it would at least become like a rare thing. At least considering how genes are supposed to work, according to gene theory. What if someday it's like, it's kind of mostly correct? Like, it's like, shit, what's the bit in the Anchorman? Is it Sex Panther? Is that what the cologne is called? Works 60% of the time, every time? It's Sex Panther, right? Aha! I remembered to hold the button for the cool thing. They're not even that close together. I was gonna use bombs. Please. It was close enough. I really tried to squeeze that one out. I'm guessing there's some kind of recessive thing going on. Who knows? I don't remember enough about how all the gene stuff works. I barely even passed my high school biology. I got a D in biology, I think. I don't know. Freshman year, my grades were better in high school than most of my high school years. And I took biology freshman year, so it might have been a C- or something, but I think it was a D.
Use the return line on the map to exit
Oh,
the
yeah.
area and return to base.
Gotta feed my killing floor addiction.
Fly in the right direction, and you'll see a white dotted
Jess, do you want to know? There's a Killing Floor 2 mod that I probably shouldn't tell you guys about, but like, if you ever want a mod that overhauls Killing Floor 2 and makes it just way more addictive, I happen to know one. Just saying. It's a mod that, for me, I came across it, tried it out because I liked the idea. I genuinely don't think I've played a single game of vanilla Killing Floor 2 in years since discovering and trying out the mod. What is it? All right, so you got to go to the Steam Workshop, right? I'm assuming you've put at least one Killing Floor 2 mod in before. You probably know how Workshop
1 mile
works.
to
It's
touchdown.
very easy, but I'm just gonna assume you've used Workshop. You search up Z-Ternal.
money.
The original version of the mod is dead, but there's a version called Z-Ternal Reborn where another guy who just happened to really enjoy the original mod remade it himself, and he's been supporting and updating it ever since. It's a
Nicely
great
done,
mod.
Mobius 1. Go and
It
prepare for
overhauls
your
the way that the progression is handled, and you can't play it on official servers or anything, obviously, but
With their radar out of commission,
That's a damn good
the enemy's
mod.
command and control is degraded. The evac
there's some
and
crazy
reroutes are
Killing Floor
proceeding
2
as
mods. I'm looking now. Basically what it does is it takes the perk system that the game has and it just removes it. Like, everyone gets equal start every match. You all just start with like a pistol and no perk abilities. But then, along with being able to like buy weapons between waves, you can also like spend some money to get some of the benefits and perks, or sorry, some of the benefits and skills from certain perk classes, which also means that you can start to combine and make builds out of mixing and matching the different perk abilities.
area for an attack on North Point.
I've never been able to go back to vanilla Killing Floor 2. It's one of those mods that's just like, yep, I only play this now. This has ruined the base game for me.
This will bring about our defeat in this war. Your mission
Rocking a
is to intercept
ponytail,
and
though?
shoot down the enemy
At least I have better
transport
depth perception, seeing with both eyes.
Let's
My
show
eyes
you
got
how
so strained last night.
Be advised, the transport aircraft
I didn't wear my glasses at all yesterday.
jamming signal.
And then at like 8 p.m., I was still on my computer working. And it was one of those things where like, someone called me. So like, I kind of like stood up from my computer for a minute to take the phone call real quick. And all of a sudden, once I lost like the focus on what I was doing, I realized how badly strained my eyes were. And it hurt so bad for the rest of the night. It was a rough one. Man, these late game planes are expensive. Or maybe the early game missions just pay poorly? I don't know which one it actually is.
Mobius 1, Sky
Hello.
here. You should be getting visual on the transport.
Could be both.
Destroy the E-767s hidden nearby to clear the jamming from our
It's
radar.
probably both, to be honest.
Good luck.
Because like the late game planes are expensive, but they don't normally take this many missions to buy one, do they? Or maybe they do and it just didn't seem like they did, because when I played for the review, I sold early game planes to use like the Burkett and stuff in one playthrough, right? Whereas here I'm trying to collect everything while I move through the difficulties.
Bandit. Locked on. 2 targets remaining. Target hit. You're in gun range.
Who needs to destroy the radars? I can just shoot all the planes down. I don't even need my radar. Who's ever used the radar? Oh, also, with like the S ranking, the missions thing for, what's it? Someone said that there's like a couple unlockable things
Mobius 1 shot
behind, oh, shoot them for the ace to appear. That's a good shout out, real quick. Is there like a thing in the menus where I can see my ranks for the various missions, just like in a sheet or something? You know, DMC rank sheet style. Is there anything like that? What's that down there? Oh, that's just another fighter.
Still jammed. There must be another
Oh,
active
I can't even see myself. Hold on. There's one in here somewhere? Oh, there it is. Those are bombs. Ooh. Is that the ace way out there?
All aircraft check
Oh, it is.
It should be clear
Hello.
and functioning now.
Radar's clear of jamming and back online.
Locked on.
Whoa. Whoa. In the free missions menu, I'll have to find it. Because I don't believe I'll be missing that many, to be honest. I mean, I said it early on when starting the hard mode run. Like, S ranks in AC4, for the most part, kind of just happen. It doesn't feel like you have to, like, put in a lot of effort to S rank the missions in this game, because the score system just kind of makes it so that if you're targeting the right things, or if you're just moving relatively quickly, you'll just get the S. Really. It's normally not hard to do it. I mean, I know that, like, so far, even just on this run, I've gotten all S ranks. This mission, I'm currently sitting at an A, so I'm gonna assume that this won't be any different. I feel like a lot of the time in 4, I just kind of play casually, and the rank just comes to me. If only the Devil May Cry 3 streams were going this well for the S ranks. But to be fair, that's double S. It's a whole different ball game, and it's even worse than I expected it would be. Rewarding, but yesterday I legitimately spent the entire stream doing one mission, and then on the last run of the day I managed to get the double S. The mission was bad. That was a really hard one.
12 o'clock.
Come here.
Locked on. Fox 2.
There's my S rank. Got the ace, got everything else.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Shoot the last big plane, and we're good. Right? This isn't one of those missions where you throw a curveball at me.
Good job. You shot down the enemy transport without any radar.
Uh-huh. I think, oh no, we are done. All right. I probably did, I think someone said that there was an ace on every mission in this game. If that's true, then I'm pretty sure I've missed a couple. Oh, there is one. There is one for every mission. Okay, so I apparently, someone said I got the one on mission 2. I got this one on mission 4. What are the rewards for aces
This
again?
Erusian air corridor has been effectively shut
Oh, you
down.
unlock the skins, right? Is it the skins for the planes that they fly? So, like, I shot down in A10, right? Do I have the A10 skin? Every mission, yeah. So I missed a couple. They'll be on the next difficulty up, right? Get to buy their colors. Oh, it's the ability to purchase their skin. Yeah, wonderful. Thank God for that.
Converse Harbor, home of the Aegir fleet.
Oh, and the Burkett one, of
From
course,
a
is on the
single
final
petrochemical
mission.
complex for its fuel supply.
I'll get there eventually.
The complex consists of a land-based oil refinery storage facility and an offshore oil drilling platform.
More expensive than regular
Our mission
colors.
is to go out and destroy, or at least damage
Awesome.
these sites. Our objective is to reduce
fantastic.
production output of this complex to 20% or less. By cutting off the port's fuel supply, we will delay and disrupt.
To be honest, I really like the base versions. You know, I'm a simple man. They look normal. They look clean. They're elegant. Hold on. I'm looking for, shot down at least a couple, right? Oh, that's okay. Maybe they're cool. And who the hell let you do that to your plane? That is just... You know what I might do, to be honest, for the collection? I can buy the ace skins. Oh, I can't sell the default plane, that's right. But in general, I can buy the ace skin, right? For like the A10, right? Right. You're following. And then I just sell the standard A10. And boom. It's not as satisfying to not have all the check boxes, but if I'm gonna fly the A10, I might as well fly that one. I'm not going to fly, well, maybe I'm not gonna fly the A10. I say that, but I kind of know that there's a chance I do it again. I do actually like this one. I can't lie, I do like that one. You know, I was over here like, oh, I don't know, I just like flying the standard planes. They look good. And then they threw blue stripes at me, and I changed my mind real quick. Did not take long for me to cave on that one. So much for my totally full collection of planes. Maybe by the very end, I doubt even by the end of 3 full runs that I'll be able to afford all 3 versions of every plane. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of credits to have all of them. Like, just having all 3 A10s is expensive. All 3 MER 2000s, expensive. Hold on. I'm trying to read that price. It's... Okay. So the prices are the same on these as the actual plane. So hold on. In a similar vein to the ace skins, since these are all priced the same, man, that felt kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie, but for the time being, yeah, it seems like they're all the same price. To get these are just the enemy skins, right? But they're different. And because they're different, hold on, now I have 2 A10s. I wasn't paying enough attention. Go back. Shit. I should have seen this coming. There's my A10. Give me that money back. Thank you. I've made a lapse in judgment, haven't I? I lose money selling planes back, don't I? I'm upset with myself because I feel like I knew that. Or do I not? Wait. Do I? I can test. I could have just tested. Here. Tornado, right? 172. I thought that my money was way lower than it is. Okay, no, we're good. No lapse in judgment happened here. I was about to be like, well now, if I do lose money, I don't even want to buy them back until I get the ace skins. But equal value. So I am literally just trading out everything that I owned for the new skins that I couldn't have had before. Ah, look at those. Look at those. Much better, right? It's just different. It's not really better or worse. It's different. To be honest, just because I want to, I'm gonna fly the blue stripes. I'm taking them out for a spin. That was a lot of shopping. I got a little sidetracked there. Hold on, now that I have this page up, just to get them all, I can get like the mission 1 and mission 3 ones when I circle back. Actually, wait. Oh no, I did only have 2, I think, of the ace skins. To the west of the oil refinery.
Commence operation.
Oh,
Split
no.
into 2 groups and destroy targets. Inflict as much
It's a
damage
mission
as
with the
possible.
blur filter. Are you kidding me? Oh, the ghosting is so bad. Why?
Be calm and give
Of
me your
all
best
the
shot.
missions for me to bring out the blue stripes, man. Shit.
Still no joy.
That's so much for my full collection.
Vector 050, 8 miles.
I'm doing cockpit
Mobius
mode.
1, engage.
It's just the same. The visibility is worse, sure,
We're surrounded.
but like, it looks a lot cooler. If I were going purely for visibility, I would just always be in first person. But no, we go for what looks the coolest while we're playing.
Close to the rig.
That's what really matters here.
Engaging.
Locked on. Mobius
Oh,
1,
you are
Fox 2.
maneuvering. I dropped my late game plane for this run, and all of a sudden, it feels like I might be up against expert level AI. I didn't even lock on for that first one. I pulled it too quickly.
We're taking heat.
You know what? I might. Here. If I say retry it, is it just gonna restart me? Yeah, okay.
Commence operation.
Quit mission it is.
Split into 2.
Because that blur filter with upscaling is awful. The upscaling is just what happens there. Oh, hold on. Hold on, where's the free mission menu that you mentioned for seeing all the ranks? Since I'm back in the menu, I'm just gonna bring in a later plane, is why I quit out. Like, I literally flew the worst plane for the stripes, but the ghosting on that filter is so bad that I'll wait and do it next mission. Where's that free mission menu? Is it way back in like the main menu? Title, there we go. I was like, how do I even get back to that menu? Found my way. Free mission. It's difficulty specific. Go back. Hard mode. Oh, I actually did get a couple A's on 4 and 5. S, 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 A, S, A. Okay, I got a lot more A's than I thought, to be honest. I can manage. We're all S's so far on expert. Oh, wait, no. I'm already loaded into my file. The way that the Ace combat menus work in the old games are weird. I'm so not used to games doing this, like, loading the file in the main menu and then everything goes from there. I'm much more used to, like, as you're loading into something, it's like, what file do you want to be on? Start mission, and I just bring, oop, my bad. Probably the F-15 again. It's multi-role. It's a fighter with bombs. It's perfect for what this is gonna be. It's on the more expensive end of what I have right now.
Commence operation. Split into 2 groups and
It's got a little bit of a wacky looking cockpit, for sure. Okay, I'm assuming that orange dot way out west is the,
This is the real thing.
what's it? The ace on this mission.
Coming party any minute now. Heads up. They've got AA guns.
I brought a good plane this time. I'm ready, I think. Unless this mission is just generally when, like, the enemy planes are gonna get good enough for the AI to actually just skill diff me, which is very, very possible here. I'm just gonna hope that that's not the case. Oh, there's two big orange dots out here. All right, what's what? What am I looking at? Pumping station, and then there's, yeah, something flying to my left. That's gotta be the one.
Enemy facility destroyed.
There you are. Well, there goes the ace. Expert difficulty, my ass. It's always funny when like an enemy that's supposed to be intimidating flies straight towards you and you just get those clip shots where you instantly kill them.
Bombs away.
I love it. Wow, that was a huge bomb. That hit everything there.
Engage and destroy all pop-up targets.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I was further away than I was.
And it's mine.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Man, this is way better than targeting the stuff on the water. There's so much here. Like, these points are just flying in right now.
Enemy facility destroyed.
That's good enough. It's good enough for the game. It's good enough for me. Do be like that. The ace just flying straight towards me. Or the yellow's doing it at the end of the last run when I was in like my shitty plane and I should have really been struggling, but a lot of them were just giving me free kills like that.
Switch to attacking the remaining facilities.
Man, this is way better for getting the points quickly though.
It's no good.
This is a huge improvement over what I was doing before. I wish that the upscaling didn't mess with the blur filter so much.
Missed.
I wonder if that'll ever get worked out, like in updates for PCSX2. Because I know that like hardware upscaling always just causes issues, but they're always updating over time to make things work a little smoother. Hit them before they could even react. I mean, I'll take it. If the ace is just gonna go down instantly, I won't complain. More time for me to go get points for the S rank, right? I'm not against it by any means. But it always just kind of makes me laugh when I'm mentally prepared for this big battle. And then as soon as I see the enemy, they're dead before they even get the chance to do anything. Okay, now this guy. There we go. He gave me more trouble than the ace. If I want to get the S rank, let me just go and hit the big ground target clusters before I spend the rest of the time just dogfighting for fun. This is the run where I can get all the ranks. I don't remember what getting all the S ranks earns me. I know that chat told me, but I forget. But I also, apparently it's different, like the rewards are different at least, for each difficulty? So I'm not 100% what I'm gonna get, but I want it, whatever it is. Doesn't really matter too much what it is. If there's a reward for all S ranks, then I want it, for bragging rights. Bragging rights are important in games. Not everyone agrees. But man, you give me any sort of bragging rights for doing something, and I'm gonna do it. Like, getting all the Korok seeds in Tears of the Kingdom, I get nothing for bragging rights. I get a golden turd. That's not very fun. XO2 for all S on normal and hard. What were the higher difficulties? Because I remember normal and hard like were combined apparently. And then I think expert had some stuff. And I don't remember if Ace had anything. I think some people said that Ace didn't have any S rank reward. But I remember there being one for Expert that was separate. I'm sure that the Google could help me out here in a minute. If there's one way to learn any piece of information in a game, that's the way. Oh wait, there's a bunch of ground targets over there. Hold on. Oh, I'm out of bombs. Shit. It's gonna take me extra time now. It's probably still way faster than dogfighting though. Big circle. Bring it around town.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Wah. Scared the shit out of myself. I got my rank. I can screw around now. Do whatever. Yeah, especially if you go after the rank. Like, I've got it, and I've got minutes to spare still. 57%? Screw that noise. That is time for a repair and resupply. Holy shit. S ranking on normal or hard to unlock the last plane? Nothing for expert? Is that right? Chad said there was something. Hold on. Distracted flying returns. Oh. Hold on, what game is this for? Because it could be... Yep, that's for Ace Combat 7. Thank you,
Mobius
Google.
1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land. 2 miles to touchdown.
Oh. Okay.
1 mile to touchdown.
So you get the plane from S ranking on normal and hard,
You're on the money.
and all S ranks on expert will get you a skin for the plane. But the way that the skins work, I wonder if just doing it on expert will allow me to fly the plane for when we go back
Nicely
for
done,
ace
Mobius
difficulty
1.
anyway,
Go and prepare for your next sortie.
with the alt skin. Because it kind of seems like that's the case.
Mobius 1, you
From
are
where
cleared
I'm
for
sitting?
takeoff.
Since you only need to have one skin for the plane to be able to fly it at all, like you don't need to own the base and the skin, I might be able to just do it on expert and not go back to hard difficulty for any of them and still get the plane. Time will tell. I'll do it that way, most likely, and then just see what happens. Will the plane break like the ace playthrough? Will it take all of the intrigue out of the ace playthrough?
12 o'clock.
Because I'm just thinking, like, the plane that they give you for getting all S ranks,
Radar lock.
it might break the balance a bit, even if I am playing on, like, the challenge difficulty. It might just be more interesting to not... Or at least not use it. Not unlock it, but... You know, maybe use it for, like, the first mission or two, just to see it. Because those missions probably aren't going to be hard anyway. Even on ace difficulty. Because New Game Plus is a thing. But then maybe try to do the whole playthrough without it. I don't know. Even that, maybe... I don't... If I really want to get the proper ace difficulty experience, I think limiting my plane usage in general to like what you would have in terms of what's available as you go through the campaign on New Game might be more interesting. I would still want to do it in New Game Plus to get like the skins and stuff, to be able to use those, but maybe like having the list up of what aircraft unlock after what mission and sticking within that normal limit for a new game run, it might make Ace a more interesting challenge. Because unless Expert just isn't that hard, I'm assuming at least that like I'm kind of breezing through still because I'm using late game planes on like the first 5 missions. Jimmy, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I'm so disappointed that these yellows that show up here have infinite health. I'm glad that chat told me so that I'm not gonna like waste my time doing it. But like this is a moment where I would really want to take one out, like bringing in the F-15 for this mission. I would have a way better chance of doing it. Pre-workout's adding up. Yeah, pre-workout will do that for sure. My triceps are very sore today. My biceps, not at all, but my triceps, I apparently hit a little extra hard yesterday. Does take away the ability. I think someone said last time that it was only Ace. Wait, when I fled to repair early, was that this mission? Because I am at 0%. So it might just be Ace, because last time someone said it was Expert and Ace. But I think I repaired this mission. It might have been the last mission. I don't know. Did I get hit this mission?
Picture is clear.
I honestly don't remember. I wish I could, because then I would know for certain. Swole Chole. No, I'm very lean, which I mean I've gone for that. Although one of my mods, Mickle, I'm sure you guys have seen him around at least once. Most of you. Like last month when I was talking about starting early on the New Year's goals, he told me to add getting jacked. Or I think he said getting shredded or something. I don't remember what he said exactly to the list. So because of Mickle, I have said that I'm gonna add like 5 pounds this year. But
in a wheat field outside of town.
I don't think I'll be too big with 5 more pounds. I don't think it'll be that noticeable.
How the mayor bragged about it.
But 5 pounds of muscles, I don't even know how much of a difference it's gonna make visually.
The freeway became the occupation force's makeshift runway, and the unfinished.
The difference
tunnels,
between
bunkers.
5 pounds
This was their base.
in like fat or just general weight that's not muscle. Weird way of putting it, but you know what I mean. Might not be that big,
Became a catalyst to
but I
the
feel
war.
like muscle you might notice a lot more. I don't know. If I don't like it, I'll just
But when the
go
Allied
back.
tanks no longer came, the squadron was assigned
If 4 does
to
repairs
operations
regardless, I don't
to
recall
battlefields.
anymore. I don't know. We'll see with time. But I think I repaired on that
I thought of the
mission.
words
So
I
it
would
might
use to
just be
confront
Ace.
him
Whoever
and buy
said that
back
last
time.
time might have been right. Right now, I would put
Although
my
I
money
harbored
on
these
that.
feelings within me, I could never get close to him. His wingman
Wow.
was always by his side.
I'm very thirsty. Have I not been drinking my
Despite
water or
having a
what?
gentle demeanor, I could tell that the wingman would never allow danger to get near Yellow 13, even on land. The pillar of their group.
Only
13
Ace,
exhibited
okay.
An air of invincibility. He
That
always
definitely
chose
makes
to fly
sense.
a
I couldn't
five-plane
remember for
formation.
sure if I had repaired,
He
but I
was a
thought
man
I
who
did.
prided himself not on his kill record,
Yeah.
but on his
Ace it
record
is
of
then.
never losing a squadron member. It's difficult for me to describe just how good Yellow 13's
Eating now?
flying
Don't
was,
worry about it.
but I
Been a
witnessed
while?
it once from the ground.
You gotta fix that. Because this is the best
lead
one
plane
so
of the
far.
five-plane formation should have turned
I
the
like
same
how
arc
I
at
just
the
come
same
on here and
time
I
as the
make
others. only his plane
statements
shot
like, yep,
contrails.
Ace Combat 4 is the best one. Whole series, best one. Even though I've
His heart
only
felt
played
compassion towards the weaker enemies he
6 of the... Hold
Someday,
on.
if an equal appeared and challenged the limits of his skills in a fight, he would bear no resentment about being shot down.
14
He
games?
said this himself. And so as time passed,
I think it's fair to say
I found the
14.
goodness of a home in their company.
At least
Leaving them was no longer an option.
I
for
know
me
that
now.
that list... No, I think that list did include... I already closed the tab. Like a dumbass. But I think that list did include, like, the mobile games and everything. There's the 7 numbered games. Like, just 1 through 7. Then there's 0. Then there's Advance. And... there's 2 PSP games?
We will launch a
So that's
surprise
11.
Invader fleet while it lies immobilized at Converth Harbor.
I think that list probably... Oh, Infinity? And then, yeah, probably the iPhone games were included on that. Still not sure if I can do the iPhone games. I haven't looked into it yet. Because there are ways out, even like on release order. Hold on, I'm pulling the list back up to see if they are on there. Oh yeah, they are. Here's the first one. Yeah, I still haven't looked into whether or not I can do them. Because even if I did, 0, X, and 6 are all before the first iPhone game. Was there more than one? My memory told me that there was more than one. But, oh wait, is it this? That doesn't, oh, it is this. A Java game for phones. Wait, then what's this? What's Trigger Finger? Never mind, there's 15 games, question mark? Mobile application. It says application. The last one said game. I think it is a game. Reading the very, very short synopsis on the wiki here. Not plot synopsis or anything, but you want to see the Ace Combat wiki page for this game? Wikipedia itself, like Wikipedia, doesn't even have a page for it at all, for the record. Let's just start with that. And then the Ace Combat wiki, this is the entire page. This is the entire entry for this game on the Ace Combat wiki. Mobile application released for iOS based on Assault Horizon. It is called Assault Horizon Trigger Finger. A 3-star rating and a 2.4 rating overall out of 5 stars, so it's bad. I can't even like get info. Fandom site? I know. Fandom. Is there any video of this game anywhere? Only thing I've been able to find is an ad about the game. Oh my god, look at the gap between, there are 3 comments. There are 3 comments, technically 4 if you include this response, on the entry on the wiki. 2 of them are, or sorry, 3 of them rather, are from October of 2011. One of them is from like 4 months ago. There's not even like really much detail about the game. It's like game areas, avoid blue sky. There's a scan. Wait. Like an AR feature, fight in areas such as a room, the street, and even their workplace. Caution must be taken when flying in crowded urban areas, as players might crash into the scenery, in quotes. What is this game? There's no detail about it. Someday I'll dig into it deeper when I'm closer on the release order to it. But going off the wiki, that is all the info that I can really get about that game. I know that it exists, or existed, I guess. It's probably not still on the App Store. Wild guess here. Well, hello, Sepper. Mods are not asleep. Jess is here, for the record. Maybe playing Killing Floor, but here. Give me my money back for that one. Now that I've got the ace skin. I might fly the red MiG, to be fair. Like an AR or roleplay app. It might not even really be much of a game going off that description, but like, who knows? Because the Ace Combat Advance wiki page is also like about that short and that light on details. There's just really nothing. This one says north of the harbor. For the Ace, that is. Like, just going off of that info alone, it does just sound like an app where you could fly the plane around in whatever environment you scan. But it could be like a proper game, just who knows? There's no info there. See now, Red MiG, this is cool. I like this one. This is a good one. It's got bombs on it. This is good stuff. I'm just going north. All the aces are orange, right? On the radar. I think someone said that earlier. The aces are always orange.
New Comberth Harbor with vector 030, 4 miles.
Don't get shut down.
Shit. I might. No, it wasn't going to. I'm north of the harbor. I think. Could really mean any of the clusters of ground targets.
Enemy vessel sunk.
Oh, they're all orange because they're all high points. Yeah, that would make sense, actually.
Enemy facility destroyed.
You have to go far north? Like, really far? Like, off the map north?
Shipyard facilities at vector 110.
Taking your word on this one.
On the nose. Hard enemy radar spike. Pickle.
Pickle? What does pickle mean? Whoa,
Enemy facility destroyed.
I'm not even going to get into that. What just happened there? It's north of the city. It's not on the radar at all. Whenever they've been around before, I've been able to see them on the map.
Bandit confirmed at vector 020.
Well, I eat my words on this one. Fair enough. He just pops in if you go close enough. Pickle is code word for dropping bombs. Or the funniest shit you've ever seen. Definitely. Well, there goes the ace. Another day. Another ace going down with no fight. Yeah, so I guess if it says north, sometimes I'm just gonna have to fly really far north. My nose is so itchy. Resisting the temptation to just go at it. I'm trying to itch it from the outside. Sometimes
Destroyer Taish sunk.
it's
Enemy
difficult.
facility destroyed.
One of ours took an artillery
God, come on.
barrage.
Enemy facility destroyed. Enemy vessel sunk.
Having really long nose hairs. I know.
Evacuate. Too late. Abandon ship.
What's it?
Box 2.
A few years ago,
Enemy facility destroyed.
I got gifted by, I think it was one of my family members. It was like a nose hair trimmer. Like an electric nose hair trimmer.
Locked on. Box
And it was awful. Like
Missile shot trashed.
It just barely, like, I tried to use it. I was like, oh, this might be nice. It really wasn't. And I think it broke. I don't remember if I like threw it out while I was moving or something, or if it broke, but I'm inclined to think that it broke. Ooh, ow. It's time to leave now, suddenly. Time to go resupply. See you boys in a few minutes.
Mobius 1, incoming missile.
Oh my god, please. Have mercy. I have aced the combat. You see this red plane? I got this from acing the combat, just so you know. I aced the combat on expert difficulty. Definitely not helped whatsoever by the fact that we're on New Game Plus. So I have planes that we just normally would not have. Wow, I'm going way faster than I thought. I overshot the bomb. Bombs don't do shit when they are in the water.
Perform landing check.
From the blood of your enemies? Yes, exactly. That's a good way to look at it. Red from the blood of my enemies. Perfectly correct. But no, after getting gifted the shitty little electric nose hair trimmer, brought me to the early realization in my life that the only way to manage the nose hair is just to yoink them. Just pluck the nose hairs. Just yank those bitches out. It's the only way. I can try to get around it with a little shitty electric tool. It just doesn't really do much. It's almost worth the discomfort of plucking them.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Because they hurt sometimes, the nose hairs. They're very unpleasant. Like, plucking hair is normally not pleasant. But the hairs from inside the nose, particularly unpleasant.
Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
Our ships are under attack.
And now I've reminded myself of a particular episode of My Strange Addictions. I can't even talk about plucking hair at all, like in any way, shape, or form, without reminding myself of this episode. This very cursed episode. I'm sure that some of you have the unfortunate knowledge of exactly what I'm talking about, if you've ever watched much My Strange Addictions.
The resupply ship is damaged. I can't believe it. The eager fleet is sinking. All right.
If you don't, because of course I can't resist sharing the forbidden knowledge. There was a guy who his strange addiction was plucking his no-no hairs, if you will, you know, for YouTube's sake. And
Surface target destroyed.
they essentially, like, they just got a bunch of like B-roll footage of him like pretending that he was actually plucking it, because maybe he was actually plucking it. I hope not. Just with his hands, with tweezers, I believe. I don't really remember. But yeah, he was just like, I can't not pluck them. Like, I'm addicted to plucking them. And I'm like, you what? Woman who ate cushions? Yeah, I think that's actually the same show. I know the one that you're talking about. It was a woman who, I think it was the mattress, or maybe it was couch cushions. I don't remember exactly. But it was a woman who, her addiction was like eating the stuffing,
Check 6.
like the actual stuff that like fills the mattress or the cushion or whatever it was.
Break. Missile.
And it was just one of those that you watch and you're really like, what?
Brain sunk.
How did you discover this? Like, how did you, for the first time, you just kind of randomly thought, like, yeah, I'm gonna eat some of that stuff that's like inside the mattress.
Box 2.
I think that's a good idea.
Locked on.
Still not as unhinged as the car sex guy. Was that My Strange Addictions? Was that, or I don't remember. Was it My Strange Addictions car sex guy? I know there was a,
Trashed.
there was the balloon one, right? I think that was My Strange Addictions. I think the guy was like, I'm addicted to balloons, but it went a little deeper than that. And apparently that's just like a thing. And the show like brought a lot of publicity to that community. I remember hearing something about that, but that's like just a general thing. Like the foam cushions, yeah. Wasn't there a lady who drank paint? I used to watch a lot of My Strange Addictions because I was just like, what is wrong with these people? Because every single time, like almost without fail, your question really is just like, how did they discover this addiction? Because they are so bizarre that it's like, it's weird enough to just be addicted to it in the first place, but I want to know how you discovered it. Right? Aerosol cleaners? What, just whippets? Can I say that on YouTube? I'm maybe gonna never say it again now. It slipped out of my mouth before I even thought. I lived in Florida. I genuinely, like, unironically, I make that joke. I had never even heard of it before moving to Florida. Trying to think of, I remember there was one woman on My Strange Addictions who was addicted to stinging herself with bees. She had like a whole like beekeeping farm in her backyard, and she would literally like take a random bee from the hive and like hold it up to her like leg or wherever. She just was like, yeah, this bee is gonna sting me here. And she would just like, with a pair of tweezers, hold the bee up against her until it stung her, until it freaked out enough to sting her. And like, that was her addiction. And I'm just like, what? What? She was like, it's like that kind of peppery burn. What are you talking about? You are on TV right now. The question with a lot of those too is like, why would you out yourself like that? Why are they so open about it? How do they, how does TLC find them in the first place? I have so many questions when it comes to that show. It doesn't run anymore, right? I think they canceled the show. Like, I don't think they make My Strange Addictions anymore. I don't think they have for years.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Money? I guess. Are they paying enough for that? Like, are they paying enough for me to go on national television and be like, yeah, I'm addicted to plucking my no-no hairs. I just can't stop. I do it every day. Are they paying that much? Are they really paying enough for me to go do that and like just put myself out there like that on national television? Or, you know, the guy who does things with balloons or his car? Are they paying enough for that? Like, are they really paying enough for that? They can't be. They can't be. Really went on TV to announce he has a guilt fit. I forgot about that one. There was one guy who was like, I'm addicted to dating older women. But then said older women were all like 60 plus, like senior citizens. It wasn't just older women. When you hear older women from like a guy who's in his 20s, you think like, you know, 30s, maybe 40s. Sure, like, you know, it's not exactly normal to be like, oh, I only date people who are at least like 10 years older than me. But it's not that uncommon. Like, it's uncommon, but it's not like unheard of. But this guy was like, no, I only date them if they like can have a senior discount when we go out to get food. Like, they have to be allowed to live in a senior care facility. The balloon guy had a tragic backstory or something. Did he? I don't remember.
Missile shot trashed.
I just remember it being crazy. That the guy was just like, I am addicted to having sex with balloons. And it's like, how does that even work? I don't know if I want to know how it works. Did they get into it? If they did, I thankfully don't remember how that works. I unfortunately remember how the car guy works. I remember how that worked. Which that one at least, like, it's kind of funny. I do remember how that one worked out. I remember the logistics on it. When the learning channel has shows that teach you nothing. I forget that TLC actually stands for the learning channel. Like, when I think TLC, I think of like what I call like the garbage TV. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't enjoy watching My Strange Addictions, but I do, right? Or like Beyond Scared Straight. I think that was TLC, wasn't it? Back when that was still running. Like, I shouldn't enjoy watching this show, but I do. Like, this show is bad, but I also really want to watch it all the time. It's a good show. Like, it's a bad show, but it's a good show. When the worst people had were like balloons and stuff. You're watching to see how bad it can get. You actually, that's a good way to put it. You're genuinely just watching to see. Yeah, it's like train wreck TV, exactly. Reality TV would fall under the garbage umbrella for me. When reality TV is a genre, not a definition. I was gonna say some of it can be good. But no, like when you say reality TV, like there are specific things that come to mind. It's like how game genres, you know, it's a genre. It's not a literal definition. Like survival horror doesn't mean it's a it's a horror game in which you try not to die. Because then that's just every single horror game. It's a specific subset of horror, right? It's its own thing. It's like that. Reality TV is not a definition, it's a genre. We're talking about strange addictions during an Ace Combat stream. This is what happens. I say something random and the train has come off the tracks. It goes in wild directions. Doesn't matter what I'm playing. This always happens.
Your next mission is to attack the solar power generator plants in the Fair Park region. These generators equal nuclear ones in output and provide about 60% of the energy.
What other shows?
Industrial complex.
Oh, chat.
Since they do not require oil or uranium supplies.
New hit show, MILF Manor, is a TLC show, apparently. Brought up nose hairs. That is how we got here. That is actually, it was my itchy nose, and then Azur said something about nose hairs, and slowly but surely we wound up here. Now we're gonna talk about MILF Manor. Which, if you don't know the basis for the show, you might want to be sitting down for this one. If you have not yet heard about this show, it went super viral on Twitter for good reason when it was first announced, because the premise of this one is so unhinged. So unhinged. Okay, so let me tell you. MILF Manor, right? The setup for this, it's a reality show. I mean, the name is enough to be like, what is this about to be, right? I'm sure some of you, a lot of you probably have wild ideas about what this is going to be. And your ideas might not be wild enough, right? So, MILF Manor. The prospect is, here, actually, could I like read a description off of like Wikipedia? Could I get like a pre-written premise? Here we go. Yeah, because this is gonna be way better than me explaining it off the top of my head. 8 pairs. Okay, I don't like that they started that way. So let me rewind. I'm gonna read this, but I'm gonna free ball it. 8 mothers, MILFs, if you would, travel to a villa in Mexico to look for love. Upon arrival, the contestants are told that there are 16 contestants on the show who are to romantically pursue one another. But there's only 8 MILFs that showed up for the show. So here's where you're just like, where does this go from here? Where are the other 8 contestants? The announcement is a surprise to the mothers, because the other 8 contestants are their sons. No, I'm not joking. So the whole premise of the show is that they got these 8 older women to all go to this villa, but then they also secretly had their sons, one from each of the 8 mothers, go to the same villa. And the premise of the show is to find a romantic partner on the show. So 8 moms, each of them with one of their kids in the same villa, and they're all pursuing romantic relationships with one another, right? I haven't watched the show, but the premise is so crazy to me. Ew. Obviously, they're not trying to get, the direct relatives together. The whole premise is like, they're gonna be getting together with the other women in the house, and conflict is going to come up because, their mom is there, right? So they're gonna get pissed at each other. That's where the reality TV gold comes in. And I mean, you have to give it to them. It's kind of a genius premise, right? That's, oh boy. Like, it is so crazy that when it first got announced, like, there's a reason it went viral on Twitter, right? Because it was so wild. But you also have to give it to them that the whole, like, the producers' jobs who come up with this shit is literally just like, okay, you need to find a way to, like, generate a ton of drama to keep people entertained. They found a way. They found a crazy way, but there's no way that it didn't work. Could you imagine the amount of drama in that villa? Because I sure can. Those bitches gotta be pissed at each other. And their sons, probably. This one said it's north of the power plant. So I'm assuming it's gonna be one of those, yep, far enough north, and then it pops up. Hello. What is to be learned from this? I don't know, but it's on the learning channel. Maybe what is to be learned about this is do not pursue romantic relationships while your potential partner is a friend of your parents? Maybe that's the lesson to learn? Question mark? TLC used to air Magic School Bus in the morning. I don't know, I kind of like new unhinged TLC a little bit. but it really is crazy that they're still called the Learning Channel.
Bandits in gun range.
Like, no one actually calls them that anymore. It's just TLC because, you know, no learning is happening from their newer shit.
Nothing but air. Heads up.
Didn't they do 90 Day Fiancé? Wasn't that also TLC?
Mobius 1, this is Sky High.
That one I actually watched some of. I didn't watch like a whole lot of it, but I watched some 90 Day Fiancé because some of it was really wild. Regular people's lives are so boring and stupid that they need to fake drama reality shows to distract them. Yeah. Yeah. How is there no history on the History Channel? Wait. What happened to the History Channel? Back when I watched the History Channel, it was actually history. It would all be like documentaries about random shit. What happened? What's on the History Channel now? I'm out of the loop on this one, actually. Fill me in.
Say your prayers.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Is Ancient Aliens still running? Bro, I hope. That one was out there. It's all aliens and reality shows? No. They used to have, like, actual history on the History Channel. Like, they did also have Ancient Aliens, but that's obviously their... The fact that everyone in chat immediately said Ancient Aliens when I said what's on the History Channel, I mean, I can maybe see why they would pursue just making the entire channel into, like, alien conspiracy theories.
Enemy facility.
Because clearly it works for them.
Mobius 1 hit.
Okay. We're gonna need a resupply. Just because that hurt a lot. They're still running? No way. Ancient Aliens is still ongoing. They never canceled it.
Mobius 1, box 2.
Would show like World War II documentaries back in the day. Yeah, they would have like actual documentaries. You just never really knew what would be on, but there would always be something. Or Ancient Aliens. Sorry, I'm looking at other TLC shows that I like have not heard of. 1,000 Pound Sisters. Oh, they're 1,000 pounds combined. I was like, there's no way that both of them are alive and 1,000 pounds plus. They're not. I was like, I don't think you can live and be that heavy, right? Like, you would die by the time you got to 1,000 pounds. There's no way your body would be able to handle it. I would think. Maybe I'm wrong. When the G4 channel used to talk about video games, technology, and anime,
Cleared to land.
I never watched it back then, but I've learned a lot about the G4 channel, like, since then.
Turn left.
I went on, like, a rabbit hole dive on stream a bit ago for, like, someone who was very high up in G4. And, like, he's still kind of around in the industry, but he only pops up publicly from time to time. And whenever he does, he's always, like, bashing video games. Is that why? Was it the G4? Didn't they try to reboot it? That might be why I went on this rabbit hole dive. But it came up somehow recently.
Nicely done, Mobius 1.
Adam Sessler, I think that's his name. Now that you say it, I think it's him. Yeah, it's him. I recognize the picture. I love that you go to his Wikipedia and it says, Adam Sessler is an American video game journalist. When, like, every time he's popped up recently, it's just him talking shit about the games industry.
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
Don't forget, wingman gets
Douche Adam Sessler. He does seem like a bit of an ass. I think when I talked about it before, I remember saying something about, like, even if you just don't like games anymore, it's crazy to me that you would, like, essentially make a career and a name off of a community and an industry, and then just like flip a 180 and do nothing but talk shit about that community slash industry. Like, that's wild just in itself, right? At least it is to me. That's crazy. That would be like if I finished the Armored Core series and then I just started talking mad shit about the Armored Core community. Like, that would be the closest equivalent that I could have. Would just be immediate 180 and just like, dude, those guys, fucking hate them. They're unbearable. I wish I had never done it. Like, that would be the closest equivalent that I would have. It would be wild. It would be unhinged. Oh, this is a little off topic, but he used to host X-Play on the OG G4. That's who he was then. I remembered him being like someone who was well known from the older days of G4. What did I just get hit by for 27% exactly? What just happened? What was that? Hold on, I'm getting good Adam Sessler lore. Tried to scam people with a fake retro console. Oh. When you say fake retro console, what exactly does that mean? Is it something like the Soldier Boy system? Question mark. Does anyone know about the Soldier Boy system, by the way? Now that I've said that, I feel like that might just draw blanks for a lot of people. Missile or flak gun? Oh, it might have been a flak gun. That would make sense. Because I know that the SAMs just shoot, like, missiles. Like, you can see them coming in. But that was just, like, random bursts in the air. It might have been flak. That would make sense to me. Review Tech USA and everyone clowned him for it. Yeah. What exactly was it, though?
10 o'clock.
Like the Intellivision or something? Oh. I think I might have actually heard of Intellivision. Or are you saying it was like the Intellivision? Are you saying it was, or it was like the Intellivision? Those are very different. I need to make sure I'm reading this right. Whoa! I pulled a little too hard to the left there. That was a little spooky. I actually scared the shit out of myself with that. And we're really corkscrewing when I did not mean to. Just play it cool. Just do the full corkscrew, act like you meant to do it the whole time.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. Enemy facility destroyed.
Oh, hello.
AA guns destroyed.
Taking a bit of chip damage. That was as strong as a PS5? What?
Enemy facility
Wait. Hold on. Did we just use like the Intellivision and as strong as a PS5 in the same train of thought?
Landed at 12 o'clock.
Because now it's starting to make sense why everyone would clown him for it, if that's the case.
Radar lock.
There's my S rank. I was like, how much do I need to do on this mission? I've cleared all the ground targets pretty much. Thinks those consoles can hold a candle to classics. I just don't get it.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
I don't know. Like,
All right, Mobius 1.
I've always just kind of been like, if I
Attention all
if I was really hankering for like retro gaming, then yeah, like there's the Nintendo, right? Like I could just play NES games or Super Nintendo games or even like Dreamcast, although that's maybe a little more recent than some of it like markets towards, but to me it's retro at this point, right? Dreamcast is retro, maybe not quite retro. Yeah, I would say it's retro, maybe. I don't know, I'm undecided on that actually. I actually can't make up my mind. I'm like, it feels like it's right on the border sort of thing. It feels a little too new to use the word retro, but I also need to recognize that we're in 2024 now. So a system that's going on 25 years old might be old enough to be retro at this point. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? The PS3 is considered retro? No. No. Is there like a defined amount of years for like retro? Like what it actually means? And if there is it going to shock me? Like, is PS2 retro? Like by definition sort of thing? Would that make me close to a retro games channel at this point, since I mostly just do PS2? At least lately. Hold on, still no games? Hey, Dreamcast had like a whole 3 games on it, okay? Come on now. Watch your words. Hold on. I'm pulling up retro gaming wiki. What is considered retro gaming? That can't be right. Okay. I went to the truest source imaginable, Wikipedia. All right. I have gotten an answer. The distinction between retro and modern is heavily debated, but it usually coincides with either the shift from 2D to 3D, making 4th the last retro generation and 5th the first modern, or the turn of the millennium, or the increase in online gaming, which would pretty much make 5th the last retro generation and 6th the first modern. I found 15 to 20 years. I mean, it kind of makes sense to say 15 to 20, considering that like the home console industry, at least in like real terms, is like 40 years old at this point. 40 what? 41, 42 years old at this point. So like I could maybe get behind 20 years. But even then, like, I feel like calling the Xbox or the PS2 retro is too extreme for me to get behind. Some people say, that it is the switch from analog to digital and from 4:3 to 16:9. But that would make, oh man. I think when I look at this, the one that I feel like I would go with, I feel like calling 5th gen consoles modern at this point feels wrong. I would say 5th gen being retro makes sense to me, and 6th gen being the first that we consider modern, because to go with that, I feel like PS2 Xbox was when
At some point I realized my uncle,
games started to feel like games still kind of feel
Maybe the
now.
secret
Not
police dragged him off for some
exactly,
drunken
but
comment he made.
started to get really close
Maybe
to
he
just
chose
what
to disappear.
like new releases
didn't have
still
anyone
kind
to
of
turn
feel
to.
like.
So I found
Especially
myself living as if
2023.
I remembered
2023
when I was
felt like it was full of games that were pretty much just PS2 games on like modern tech. There was a lot of that last year in like the big AAA spaces. A lot of like Game of the Year nominees felt like that. I feel like that, I'll personally go with that. 5th gen consoles are like the last retro consoles.
Everybody in town scorned the barkeep
6th
for
gen
doing
starts
business with
modern.
Henry.
That sounds right to me.
In reality,
This is 4
he
though.
and his family
Is my
were
title,
members
or
of
sorry,
the
my title
resistance,
is right.
gathering up intelligence
My
information
description.
from enemy customers.
Yeah, that's where it is. God damn it.
His daughter protected me, but that was only
Who's
because
to
of
blame
my
here?
tender
Is it
age.
me? Or is it the AI tools? Hold on, I'm going back.
The barkeep and his family were the real
It
heroes.
is...
While I, on the other
It's
hand,
me.
found a haven among the enemy.
I'm to blame for it. I wouldn't have noticed it either. But hello, Stygian. We're on expert mode of 4 right now. Because this is the start of like, you have to clear hard mode to get expert mode. You have to clear expert mode to get ace mode. And then ace is the hardest. For things old, but not like NES kind of retro, something between 5th and 7th,
Pomona Island's rocket base to supply
including
mainland
7th?
operations. The Erusians responded by deploying
I don't know,
large
'cause it
numbers
is,
of air
like-
superiority fighters to
I think
defend the
7th is,
A large-scale
like, I would say 7th gen games,
We must win this battle to
games that come out today
superiority.
still just feel like 7th gen games. I don't feel like
This launch.
general trends
Fighters as possible to
in terms of like design and stuff have changed that much since 7th gen. Like 6th gen, it feels like a lot of the modern like design trends started there, but they weren't like all the way there. 7th gen, it feels like they were all the way there. Because like 7th gen is like Halo 3 and like The Last of Us was 7th gen. It was the very end, but it was. Mass Effect, the entire Mass Effect trilogy was 7th gen. It doesn't feel like general design has changed much since 7th gen. To be fair, it's because the industry kind of figured things out in 7th gen. In terms of like general design. There are trends from 7th gen to now that I don't like. But like in terms of just general design, the reason it feels so samey since then is just kind of because they figured out how to do things at that point. We plateaued. We found like the point at which it's really hard to actually keep pushing forward from, unless your name is like Baldur's Gate 3, or sorry, your name is like Larian Studios. I'll say that instead. While the game category says 7, yeah, I know why the category says 7, at the very least. That bit, I just knew. It's I think all of the Ace Combat streams, the tool has thrown in Ace 7. I'm normally really not an AI tool guy, but man, when vidIQ started but started letting us use their like SEO tools, it saves me so much time every single day. Like so much time. Time on like the part of the content that I feel like is like the least important in terms of the package, right? Like there are tools in their infancy for like script writing. You know, like an AI can give you a pretty solid script that you just then kind of like comb through and edit, and that would save a lot of time, but like the script is too important for that. Inevitably, if there's ever like video editing AI tools, the editing is too important for that. But like the description or like the tags, the stuff that you know, with the description, it's like very few people even ever open and read the description. The tags are just hidden from public view entirely unless you have a tool, like a plugin where you can see it. That sort of stuff, I'm like, if I can save 30 minutes a day by using it, I might do that, and I do that. Back in my day, we used to have to actually do keyword research. It's really nice to not have to do keyword research anymore. It was such a game changer when those tools came out from vidIQ, man. I have a streamer friend who still doesn't use any tools for her SEO, and like, I have no idea. Wait, where's the ace on this mission? Because this is just kind of a big cluster. Where the hell is the ace? Over the easternmost island. Oh yeah, NVIDIA does have some like super early editing AI. You're right. I heard about this forever ago. Actually. I totally forgot about that. Has been Hollywoodified. Most of it hasn't been. Some of the Western industry kind of has. But even then, like the actual industry, for the most part, hasn't been. What has... The thing about the games industry that really feels like Hollywood now is... And I like the guy, for the most part. And I definitely do appreciate, like, all of his work that he puts in, like, as an organizer and as a creative, right? But Jeff Keighley's shit feels like Hollywood shit. Like, that is the part that every time a Jeff event is going on, that's when it starts to feel like the film industry. Like, a lot like the film industry. And a lot of people watch, like, E3, back when he was doing E3, Summer Games Fest, the Game Awards. Like, it's very... I guess the best way to say it is, like, forward-facing. GTA 6 is going to be a terabyte. I would like to argue otherwise. It won't be a terabyte, but it'll be big. It'll be big. Like, I would love to say that it's not going to be big, but, like, GTA 5 is what, like a 90 gig install on the PC version at least. I only know the PC versions, so things might differ for consoles because the lower quality assets and stuff are being used on there, but from the versions that I know, like GTA 5 is like 90 some gigs, I think. Red Dead 2 is like 190 on PC. You know, the trend with Rockstar is that their install sizes are very unoptimized. Because, like, huge games don't have to have install sizes like that. And I've talked about this on stream a lot before. And there's a lot of good examples of that. Like, I remember when Doom Eternal came out, and the game was like 48 gigs in 2020 for what it is, and everyone was kind of like, whoa, that's a thing that devs can do, because devs just were not optimizing their install sizes, like, at all during the 8th gen consoles. It was just kind of a lost art. And Doom Eternal came out and it was like, yeah, 48 gigs. And it was like, wait, what? How is it only 48? Now we've got a lot of good examples. We have a lot of bad examples in the last year as well. One of the worst offenders last year was Naughty Dog, man. They didn't release a new game last year, but you know what they put out? That PC port for The Last of Us 2. Or sorry, The Last of Us 1. My bad. They haven't done 2 yet. But that PC port, I don't remember how big it was, but I could sure as shit look. It was 150 plus. I know that much for sure. I do remember the year before that, also Naughty Dog not optimizing their shit. when they ported the Uncharted 4, when they ported, it's that point in the day. When they ported Uncharted 4 to PC, that was like 180 gigs or something like that. That game came out in what, like 2014, 15? Why is it 180 gigs? Like Warzone is huge. It definitely is. I don't even know how big MW2's install size was by the end of its season. New MW2, you know, not the cool one. I'm gonna fail this mission. Like, actually, I kind of just spent time going after the yellows, and I absolutely should not have. All these other planes are pretty easy to get. I don't know why I was fighting with yellows the whole time. I just saw bigger points. I have 10 seconds on the clock, by the way. I'm not joking. I'm gonna fail. Now I'm gonna have to go look at the Naughty Dog PC ports to see their install sizes, like, so that I have actual good numbers behind them. I know The Last of Us Part 1 and Uncharted 4 are both ridiculously large on PC. Let me open Steam. Speaking of Naughty Dog, did you guys know that a Last of Us 2 remaster is coming out in like 2 weeks? The Last of Us is only 78? Did you guys optimize that? It definitely wasn't that small. You know what? Maybe I was wrong, but I really... The Uncharted one was a big offender. This one seems smaller than I remember too. They've been doing patches for this thing? Maybe this game works on PC now. Maybe. I know that Jess is lurking. I've played this for 4 hours, literally last played the day it came out. Or sorry, I think this is the day after, I don't know. But if you don't know the lore behind me streaming this game when it came out, because I had never played it. So it was like, oh, PC port? Yeah, I'll play this. There was a nasty bug on some builds on launch day of this port that I, of course, got. It wasn't just launch day, it was for weeks after the game came out. Some PC configurations, the game would save your game, but then it would immediately corrupt without fail every single time. So I played this game for like a whole stream and all my progress was gone. Even during that stream, actually, my game crashed like an hour and a half in and the file corrupted. I had to replay the whole point up to where I was, or the whole time up to where I was. It was terrible. And it took weeks without it getting fixed, and I just never went back. I would have refunded it if I hadn't played more than 2 hours. Insane? I know. It's a crazy bug to have, isn't it? Oh, The Evil Within 2 is on sale. I might actually pick up a PC copy of that for $6. That's a pretty good price for me to yoink it. It was so hot it corrupted the save files. Man, I was just playing Uncharted 4. I wasn't even playing the expansion. But it is about that time. And as I've been saying, you know, not to overhype and underdeliver or anything, but the video I'm working on right now, it is honestly, potentially my favorite review I've ever done. If not, it's at least like in my top 3 for videos, like on my channel. I really, really like the way this video has come out up to this point. It's just about done. It should be up for members and patrons really soon, by the way. I was gonna do a post about that, but at this point I might just grind out the video and not spend like 20 minutes writing up a post for it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing the Armored Core games 100%, doing the whole series as well. We're doing the whole Devil May Cry series, getting all the S ranks for the whole thing. That's definitely been a very smooth, easy process. You know, absolute baby game. No hiccups whatsoever on those streams. I'm missing one. Hold on. Oh, the Metal Gear games. We just started 100%ing the Metal Gear games for stream as well, now that I'm like a good few in. We just started doing Metal Gear 1. And from there, I'm gonna 100% all of those. I think including spin-offs. I might only do mainline, depending on how people like it, but I might do the spin-offs too. I don't know yet. Anyway. Speaking of, before you leave, if you haven't caught up on all the Metal Gear reviews, there's 3 of them. There's the first one, there's the Snake's Revenge NES only port, and then there's the Metal Gear 2, like actual canon sequel. I've done those 3 so far. That's linked in the pinned message. If you haven't caught up on those, feel free to if you're interested. Also, if you enjoyed the stream and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like. Helps out a lot with algorithm and stuff, so I'd appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage with the community, links are in the description. Things like Twitter, Discord server, TikTok, anything like that. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys back here next time. Thank you, Fuson. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And goodbye.